You got the touch. You got the power. You got the power. Yeah. You got the touch. You got the power.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Greetings, universe! My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1 and a real freaking prime. Welcome to another live stream. It's Friday, the end of the week. That means if you're here, you are indeed made of sterner stuff. Wooga wooga and booga booga, bim bams and flum bums. What's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Sterner Stuff. You know what that means. You know the weekend is once again upon us. That's right. You know what time it is. It's the weekend. It's here. And oh boy, do we need this one more than ever. Oh, buddy. What a week. What a week indeed. But it's glad to be here with you guys, the bim bams, the flum bums, the baconeers and baconettes, otherwise known as the best community on YouTube. Can't think of a better way to kick off the weekend, not just like we do normally every single weekend, but especially this week. Like I said, what a week. What a week. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I think everybody's kind of left reeling. You know, I think that's a safe assumption, right? A lot of us left reeling after this week. So definitely good to be here with all you guys ready to kick off the weekend. We're still going to do it, okay? It's a celebration, really, because just like the stream title says, the legends will never die, okay? They're living on. They're living on through all of us.
Hello, Baconeers. After the week we've had and the legends we've lost, I'd like us all to take a moment of silence for the dearly departed. Chuck, Bonnie, Hayden, Dolly, Tim, Peter and all those others who made our days brighter. Until all are one.
Until all are one indeed. Thank you, Loki. Let's go ahead and do a little moment of silence. Some 07s in the chat, Fs in the chat, salute emojis. We're going to do a moment of silence here. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Love seeing all the respect in the chat there. A lot of 07s, a lot of Fs in the chat, a lot of paying the respects there. Some RIPs, even a couple O slashes because you guys are based. But yeah, you know, that's why I titled the stream Legends Will Never Die, because truly they're going to live on through all of us, really. Think about it. Not only do we have a library, an entire library of very prolific careers from these legends, but we also have the influence that they had over us. You know, a lot of us grew up watching their stuff. You know, they were in cartoon shows, they were in movies, they were all over the place, you know, voice acting, live action stuff, all over the place. And so a lot of us have really fond memories. Myself, you know, I was pretty big influence, or I should say I was influenced bigly. I don't know. I can't get my words right here. I was influenced largely by especially Peter Cullen. You guys might have noticed. I don't know. You might have picked up on. I make a lot of references to Optimus, a lot of jokes there. In fact, the whole start of my YouTube channel, before I was doing the whole Saturday morning cartoon thing, I was making joke videos about Transformers and doing stuff like that. So big influence on me growing up as a young bacon bit, but also into adulthood. And, you know, affecting hobbies that would end up becoming sort of a career path of my own. You know, I did a little bit of voice acting of my own for a while there. And of course, now we're doing the Saturday morning emulator here, the Saturday morning nostalgia machine. So, yeah, you know, it's had a big impact. And so we're going to keep that alive. That's how it's going to stay alive, in fact, is through our memories and through all of us carrying on, keeping on that legacy with the big impact that they've had.
This happens. Oh, great. Shaboxa, you liar.
F.
Thank you, Allspark, the Allspark. Hail. Thank you so much. Speaking of big impact right there. Whoa, buddy. The size of that dono, I mean. Okay. I'm talking about the size of the dono. But thank you, the Allspark. Appreciate you, man, very much. Appreciated the big support right out of the gate here, Loki and Allspark. But yeah, you know, so really let's celebrate. Let's enjoy the memories. That's what we do here anyway. You know, it's all about enjoying the memories from the good times, the before times, you know, especially with modern entertainment media. It's just all gone to shit. So really, you really can say the before times when stuff was good, when we actually had real Saturday morning cartoons like broadcast on TV. They don't even do that anymore. It's not even a matter of the quality. They don't even broadcast them anymore. So that's kind of what we do anyway. You know, we keep the nostalgia, we keep the memories alive. It keeps it going. We're celebrating it. We're enjoying it. We're having fun and kind of like reliving it too, you know, kind of reliving it and passing those memories on. I get comments all the time from Bacon Ears. They're like, oh man, I'm showing my kids this because like I just mentioned, we don't have Saturday morning cartoons anymore. So now they can see what it was like for us growing up. And, you know, a lot of times they enjoy it more than what might be on TV these days, which of course doesn't surprise me when you look at the quality of it. But yeah, you know, it's really good. You know, we're passing it on, we're keeping it going. And it's a never ending cycle. You know, it's a never ending cycle. We just keep it going. And so that's how they will never, ever die. Okay. The legends, that's why they're legends. That's why we call them legends, is because they kind of supersede just a regular everyday life. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be going on forever and ever. So that's why we call them legends. So yeah, it is definitely a bummer. We have had a rough week this week. And I know people will talk about how celebrity deaths, they happen in threes. You know, I've mentioned that before, and it's kind of a weird thing that they always do. But whether it's not exactly three, they do seem to happen in groups. It's very rare that we'll just get like one for a while. You know, it's like 3, 4, 5 in like a week or a month or whatever. Yeah, they're clustered up. So that is kind of bizarre how that always seems to happen. So yeah, this week, especially with those who were lost because they happen to be in so many things that we celebrate here. Yeah, it was a big loss, affected all of us. I think it's safe to say, normally I don't like to speak for everybody, but I think this is one of those rare occasions. I think it's safe to say it affected all of us. So let's have a good time though. Let's kick off the weekend still. We're going to be A-logging some cartoons, going over the latest memes that we have for these decades old cartoons. We're going to have a special nostalgia spotlight. Of course, we're going to highlight a couple of deep cut performances, things that I don't really hear people mention. You know, when we're celebrating their career, we're celebrating their lives.
I just want you to know how thankful I am for you, Orbital Bacon, and how thankful I am for all of the Baconeers. It's been a real rough week, but better times ahead. God bless you all. Thanks for putting up with my insanity.
Hey, I don't have to. If I felt like I was tolerating your insanity, or I probably wouldn't put up with it. I was like, oh man, this guy again. No, you're great, Retro. You're one of the many Baconeers. That's the thing. We have such a great community here. So many Baconeers that are just absolutely awesome. And I appreciate you too, man. I'm so grateful for you and everybody else. God bless you guys. Seriously, I mean, it's just awesome. And that's what I'm saying. We're celebrating their lives, okay? We're celebrating their careers. We're going to enjoy it. We're going to have fun. And that's what the Nostalgia Spotlight segment will be tonight. Because when people bring up their careers and some of their favorite, or maybe, personal, like something that had an influence on them, you know, you tend to see a lot of the same things because there were popular things, you know, they're like more mainstream, you know what I mean? And so, of course, you know, a lot of people will have seen it and fondly remember it and things like that. But there's a couple of deep cuts, though, that I don't see people mentioning very much, especially the Tim Curry one. The Peter Cullen one, I have seen like 1 or 2 people mention, so it's not quite as much of a deep cut. But the Tim Curry one, I've not seen a single person mention this particular role. So we're going to feature a couple of clips of those in the Nostalgia Spotlight segment. as well as if you guys want to super chat anything. I know normally we do that on channel surfing, but if you guys feel like sending in a clip, something that you want to, share with us, a personal favorite from any of these legends. I'm just going to refer, like I said, legends never die. So I'm just going to refer to them as legends. They're not gone. They're still here. The legends are still with us. Okay. So if you want to share any personal favorite clips, anything like that, feel free to do so. You can put them in a super chat and we'll watch them during the Nostalgia Spotlight segment. And then, of course, we will end the stream, as we always do, with everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu Roundup. And we've got some excellent waifus. If anything's going to cheer you up, it's the Waifu Roundup, okay? So get those Wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top condition. Really, you should be keeping them in tip-top condition, but get them tuned up and ready to wrangle, because you want to get these waifus in your stable for sure. We've got Master Krakken, of course, the rock star himself. We have Oda Cat as well. We've even got one in there from Ace of Spades. That's right. So we've got quite a few.
Russell just rolled out 15. Bim Bams Flumbums Pantsu Sploosh Booty. By your powers combined I am Mistress Bacon, but my friends call me Loreline. Mistress Bacon, she's a waifu. Gonna take wrangle resistance down to 0. She's our powers magnified. And she's fighting on the orbital station side.
That's right. That's right. Go waifu.
Brassel just rolled out 12. Mistress Bacon, she's a waifu. Gonna take wrangle resistance down to 0. Gonna help her put asunder bad guys who like to loot and plunder. You'll pay for this, Mistress Bacon. We're the Baconers, you can be one too. 'Cause saving our station is the thing to do.
We're going through the entire ending theme song of Captain Planet, including
Brassel
the
just
rap.
rolled out 12. Looting and polluting is not the way. Hear what
Long
Mistress
time
Bacon has to
Baconeers.
say.
Just wanted to
It's
pay
ran,
respects to Peter
ran
and
time.
Tim. Toonami was a huge influence and got me through tough times. Also, I can't help but be reminded of that one Tim Curry line from Freakazoid, IYKYK.
If you know, you know. That's right. Thank you, Brazzle. We got the whole customized in credits for Captain Planet. And now is it Captain Waifu? Or are you officially naming her Mistress Bacon? I'm kind of fine with either. It's more the idea of Laureline being Mistress Bacon. I like that idea right there. But, Captain Waifu works, whatever. But then Hothead Studios comes in with a super kick. Thank you, man. Big super kick to Vince there, knocking him right out of his chair. And that's right. Hothead, you are a long-time Baconeer, as I like to call lovingly, of course. It's a term of endearment, the moldy oldie Baconeers. Let's go. Let's go. But thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Really, I'm looking forward to tonight's show. I know, like I said, it's been a bummer. It's been a rough week, but I think we're going to have a good time tonight. We're kicking off the weekend. We're going to celebrate. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're celebrating. We're having a good time. We got the special tribute lineup tomorrow morning for Saturday Morning Cartoons Volume 168. Had to do a little bit last minute rearranging because I did have the lineup in mind, but I hadn't actually started editing the video. So when this news broke, of course, it was like back-to-back Wednesday and then Thursday, just horrible back-to-back. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do a little last minute editing here. We're going to do a whole tribute and the full lineup, with the exception, of course, of Time Jam at the end. We do need our weekly dose of our Pout Queen Laureline. It's like medicine. It's good for you. I think it's going to help us feel better. But every other show in the lineup is starring Peter Cullen and Tim Curry. So we've got the first three from the 80s, which is Peter Cullen's domain. So we got a show, each one starring Peter Cullen. And then we've got three shows from the 90s, which is really, I was kind of surprised to realize just exactly how much voice acting Tim Curry did in the 90s. It was crazy. I remember hearing him here and there when I was a young Bacon Bit. And then there were a couple of roles I didn't even realize were him. So probably would have thought about it more like when I was younger, go, oh yeah, he is everywhere, but didn't even realize a couple of roles were him. But then going back through and, doing all the nostalgia content here on the channel, realizing, holy shit, man, he was everywhere in the 90s. Yeah, and not just voice acting. He was in a lot of movies too, but especially voice acting, you know, dealing with all the cartoons and stuff here. And so I was blown away. So yeah, we've got 3 shows from the 90s, Tim Curry's domain of voice acting. We've got some really fun stuff. Both Tim Curry and Peter Cullen, some really fun shows from both of them. Even the commercials are going to be featuring Peter Cullen and Tim Curry. Even Dolly Parton. Unfortunately, she didn't have like a Saturday morning cartoon or anything, at least not to my knowledge, but she was in a couple of commercials, so we got her in there as well. And so the full morning will be one gigantic tribute. Like I said, a celebration. We're going to be enjoying these performances.
Sent one to your DMs, Bacon.
Oh, thank you, Michael Russum. Is this a clip? I'm assuming this is a clip then. It is. All right. Well, we'll make sure we get to that in the Nostalgia Spotlight. Thank you, Michael Russum. But yeah, we're going to be celebrating. We're going to be enjoying, because not only did I choose shows that featured these guys, these legends, right? But you guys know how I do. Normally, I handpick the episodes based on waifu adventures or misadventures. It's probably a more apt description. The misadventures of waifus getting wrangled and tangled, having moments of J-Law and Frostaflakes and stuff like that, right? Well, so I also had to hand pick these episodes as well. Didn't just look at the shows and go, okay, he's in there, throw it in there. Oh, no. We got to make sure we get some really good moments, some really good lines, okay? Since it's voice acting, I'm looking for good quotes. So we got some really good quotes. It may be light on the waifu action tomorrow morning, you know, since this is a tribute. All right, it's a tribute lineup. All right, so we're paying our respects. We're being a little serious. Cheetos, whoa, buddy! Look at Cheetos being based.
You are boring. What a great line. It's so cool to see Peter do all these shows. Just knew of Knight Rider and Transformers back in the day. R.I.P. to Peter Tim. Pour one out on your furniture.
Thank you, Cheetos. Yeah, I understood that reference. Yeah, pour one out on your favorite chair for Peter and Tim. And yeah, it is. It's like that. You know, you would know about like things like Knight Rider and Transformers and those kinds of things. But they were all over the place, both of them.
This happens. Oh, great. Shaboxa, you liar.
3 great legends, Dolly Parton 1946 to 2026, Tim Curry 1946 to 2026, and Peter Cullen 1941 to 2026. May all 3 rest in peace.
That's long lives though, long lives, very full, very prolific. So like I said, it's something to be celebrated. And so that's what we're doing. We're celebrating their lives, their achievements, their careers, all the glorious memories, man. That's the thing, man. Like Cheetos pointed out, you know, I remember Transformers and a few things back in the day, but finding out all this new stuff. And yeah, perfect timing with your super chat too. Just as I'm talking about focusing on good quotes, right? You got a good one right there. The "you are boring." That's a classic right there. You know, we might end up hearing it tomorrow. Spoiler warning. We might end up hearing that one tomorrow. And then Soul Edge. Thank you for that massive dono right there. Thank you so much, Soul Edge. You guys are awesome. Taking over Stream Boss too. I think we might have a tie, in fact. I got to hurry up and do the Stream Boss shout out. You know, we have such a battle doing all this hot dog and a grandstand, and a couple of Stream Bosses might miss their shout out. But don't worry. We got a lot to get to, okay? We got a lot to get to. It's going to be a big show, but it's going to be a fun show. Like I said, tomorrow morning, I'm really looking forward to it. I got a few highlight clips here to share with you guys tonight for the Saturday morning preview. And even though it may be a little light on the waifu action, that's all right, because we're going to have some amazing quotes. Some of you guys, the moldy oldie baconeers, you guys are going to go, oh, that's that meme. I remember that one. Oh, it's all the way from back there. And then some of the newer baconeers are going to go, oh, so that's where that comes from. I finally understand why they keep saying certain things over and over in the chat. We really do that. We have fun though, man. We have a good time. And it's so funny. Yeah, certain things get said, and it doesn't even have to be the original character that said it. That's just how the memes work. That's the meta, the Orbital Station meta. Doesn't even have to be the character that said it. Any character that says it or something close. If they say something close, oh, it's getting spammed in the chat. It's getting spammed in the chat, baby. Let's go. So yeah, we're gonna see some of that. We're gonna see the origin. Okay, we're gonna get a couple of origin stories for some of the memes because of course, with such legendary voice actors, why wouldn't most? It was actually little bit shocking, kind of like how I found out just how many voice acting roles Tim Curry had actually done throughout the 90s. It was like shocking. It was also shocking to find out just how many memes, one-liners, things that we love to quote all the time to this day, they're like years old the first time we saw the episode, and still to this day the meme lives on, right? Of course they would be coming from Peter Cullen and Tim Curry. Of course they would.
Ito Blair?
Damn, that was one of the most elongated E's that's ever E'd. Whoa, buddy. EE. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much for the E elongated E.
Peter Cullen, a man who could even make a show of cartoon hamsters seem cool. Toonami promo of Hamtaro. Kush kush.
Let's go. Isn't there like a Hamtaro and Godzilla crossover going on, or Hello Kitty or what? I don't know. They're doing crazy shit. But thank you, Storm Shield, for the stealth check. Hey, that was back to back. Actually, we got the elongated E from Shantae, and then the stealth check failed, of course. Back to back. Thank you guys. Hell yeah, you guys are awesome. Yeah, the quotes, the sheer amount of quotes coming from just these two legends. Of course, it shouldn't surprise me, but still, it was pretty impressive. Okay, I'll have to say it was pretty impressive. So yeah, we've got a really fun lineup. We'll go over some of that. Of course, we'll highlight some of those quotes, some of those clips here tonight in the Saturday morning preview. Get you guys ready to go, primed, if you will, for tomorrow morning's lineup. And then, of course, we've got Time Jam. We've got our Pout Queen, Laureline, because as I said before, I think it does you good, like a dose of medicine. A good pout from Laureline is like a dose of medicine I think we could all use right now. So yeah, it's going to be a good lineup. So we're going to get into that. We'll do the nostalgia spotlight segment. We're going to highlight a couple of deep cuts. At least that's what I have. You guys feel free to send in whatever you would like. If you've got a favorite, it doesn't have to be a deep cut, just whatever favorite clip you have. That is, if you feel like it. It's nostalgia spotlight's kind of like a free for all. It's not like channel surfing. We don't have to go crazy. Plus, we want to make sure that we end the show before midnight, because we do have a midnight movie. It's not on Bacon Bits, so if we don't end by midnight, it's fine, because I'll be the one starting the movie in Discord anyway. But we are doing a special movie in OBTV. This one will be featuring Tim Curry. We did a whole Peter Cullen marathon yesterday. We did a bit of a Tim Curry marathon as well on Wednesday. Got a lot of the very well-known movies like Rocky Horror and Clue and stuff. We watched all those. But I've got, similar to the Nostalgia Spotlight, how I wanted to find a deep cut of a voice acting role, I've got a bit of a deep cut of a live action role for Tim Curry. So that's what we're going to be watching midnight tonight. So we're going to cover all of that and more, plus, of course, the waifu roundup. So we got a really big show to get into. So I should probably stop hot dogging and grandstanding, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's say hi to the folks that we got here. It looks like we got a good crowd here, ready to go. Holy shit, we got a really good crowd here. Be sure to like up the stream for me if you're ready to get into the madness here tonight. If you're ready to celebrate the life of these legends.
For the Saturday morning serial fund and Cullen tribute.
Thank you, Man of Myth. Appreciate that cup of coffee in the big time. Let's fucking go. If you're ready to celebrate That's what we're doing, okay? We're celebrating the life, okay? The life, the legacy that they leave behind through all of us. The legend lives on. So if you're ready to celebrate all of that, then hit that like button for me. Put that bacon in the sky, because look at all the moldy oldie baconeers that already know when it's time to say hello. They've already got a good jump start on it there. Look at it. But if you're new, I'll let you know what to do. You just gotta put that bacon in the sky. Send it way up high, all the way up into orbit. Look at that. We already got a whole sky full of bacon. It's overcast. It's cloudy. Big old clouds of bacon rolling in. You can hear that thunder. You can see that grease lightning. Let's go. All right, let's see who we got in here. I see Waste of Space, a.k.a. Cheetos, a.k.a. the #1 troll with his catchphrase, Bah Hum Zook. What's going on, man? There's K. Ojo. We got No Name OVA ready to roll out. Imputi, hey, Sushi, what's going on? That's right, Until All Is One. In space. We got to combine them. That is the best send-off ever. All right, Gojira is here. What's up, man? We got Spyro Man here. Hellspawn Leviathan, hail, brother. What's up? Johnny Hollywood is here. That's 1/3 of the Hollywood Kowloon Coalition. Good to see you, man. Loki with 10 big Bison Bucks.
I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars. We are here. We are waiting. Transformers 2007.
Classic. Hell yeah. I wonder if that's possible. I should have looked into it ahead of time, because it would have been best if I had it ready for tonight. But I wonder if it was possible to have an Optimus Prime voice as the super chat. I don't know. Kitty doing an Optimus impression, maybe. We are here. We are waiting. I'll fill in. I'll fill in for him. All right, but thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 10 big Bison Bucks. Let's see. We left off with DeLorean123. Oh, we got a visit from the Gyat Fairy from Painting and Rambling.
There are elongated E's, but our favorite Poutus or preferring an elongated R.
She does. She gets upset. Yeah, you're going to see a little bit of foreshadowing there. In fact, yes, a little bit of foreshadowing. You're going to see she gets a little violent with her pouting this weekend. All right, so thank you for the dono. We left off with DeLorean123. Let's see, Hat on Fire. Yeah, what's going on, man? We got definitely not Hunter Batista, who is definitely not fooling anybody. That is Hunter Batista. Retro Ryu, good to see you. We got Stewie Bones, what's going on? Carlos Cal is here. Michael Russum, hail, brother, what's going on? Beer drinking dwarf, good to see you, man. Cheers. There's David Who Dib or Who DIB. I don't know how I'm supposed to read it. Simply says booty. Let's go. Drunken Taoist is here. We got Wolfpack Gaming, Storm Shield. What's going on? So much bacon. That's right, man. Saint Adam, hail, brother O/ with the bacon. We got Neo 007. Furious is here. What's going on? Zentron. What's up, Zentron? All right, we got Kyle Conklin. So that's 2/3 of the Hollywood Kowloon Coalition. I wonder if the tag team champions are going to be in the building tonight. We might have a battle. We've already got a battle, really. Let's see. We got K. Bahamut Quasar. What a name. That's pretty awesome. James D. Morris is here. Bacon and Roses time. That's right. Tim J. Hail, brother. What's going on? There's Loki Thorson's got some maple. That's Canadian bacon in there. Token Robot is here. We got Ricardo Weber. What's up, man? Ron McChaos. Hail, brother. What's going on? Soul Edge is here. Good to see you. Hothead Studios. Cheers to you, sir. We got Jason Long, hail to you as well. Sean Weitzel is here. What's up, man? I am 16 bits. Zeezelball, Baconator, what's up? Bloodwork for crying in the mud, Bobby. Everybody run. It's Bloodwork. Tony Nuggets is here with the Nugget Clan, chilling as always. Good to see you guys. Shout out to the Nugget Clan, Luke and Sprunky. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Owl Slayer is here. What's going on, Owl Slayer? We got Brazzle in the chat. Yeah, don't hit the like button more than once. Don't abuse it now, okay? Just one, and it learns its lesson. Medieval Syphilis, what's going on, man? We got Cruz and PC Vet. Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Good to see you back, though. Let's see, TP3456, what's going on? We got Shifty Shell Scott, the real freaking prime. Thank you, man. Appreciate the bacon. Duo Maxwell is here. We got Merrick Hearts. Good to see you. Jelani Wood, what's up? Sir Hank is here. Daharka88, what's going on? Ricardo Vasquez, what's up, man? Book Gollum, good to see you as well. And finally, oh, wait, nope. Thought I was out of the bacon. There's a little bit more. Carl Singh is here. What's up, Carl Singh? Prince of the Abyss says not only that, but M auditioned for the Joker for Batman the Animated Series. Not only did he audition, he was actually cast. He made it through. There's recordings of his performance.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you, but I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism, space.
And he made it. He made it. Thank you, Soul Edge. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. And yes, Prince of the Abyss. Tim Curry originally was going to be the Joker in Batman the Animated Series. They recorded at least one episode with him. And there are conflicting reports. Some say that, and I think this is more of a rumor. Some say that, because it's not really confirmed, that his performance was too scary. That people thought, oh no, this is gonna scare the little kids. It's too scary. But the other reports, like I said, conflicting reports, because one say he's too scary, but there's not really much confirmation. I think that's more of a rumor. The other one that I think is a little bit more confirmed is that it was a conflicting schedule. He had some other stuff that he was already casting.
Look at the size of that thing.
Now, how is Rogue
If their
passing the
pasting
stealth
has
check?
in some way enlightened the Baconeers as to the grim finish beneath the glossy veneer of life and has inspired you to celebrate, then their passing carries an inherent nobility, and a supreme glory. We should all be so fortunate.
That's right. Very profound. Well said, man. Holy shit. Thank you. I was a little distracted because Rogue somehow passed the stealth check. This is how you know it's Armageddon. Okay. If the events of this week didn't inform you enough already, Rogue just passed a stealth check. It's the apocalypse. It's Armageddon. I'm convinced. But thank you. I do appreciate the big dono there, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, so with Tim Curry, I believe it was more of a scheduling conflict. I think he was cast in something else, and they just weren't going to be able to work out the schedule, because with voice acting, you have to do it all. It's like a big batch, it's not spread out like filming a live action thing where it actually has to be filmed, in time in front of the camera. With voice acting, they just record a whole bunch of episodes like in a day, and then they come back the next day, record more episodes, it's all done in like a big batch. And so he wasn't able to free up the time for it. And we ended up getting Mark Hamill, which honestly, I love Tim Curry, but I heard I've heard the audio from at least one episode that he recorded. And while it wasn't bad, Mark Hamill was a more fitting Joker. But yeah, it's a cool little tidbit of trivia for sure. Let's see. Let me make sure I made it through all that bacon there. Did everybody get their shout out? I want to make sure everybody got a proper shout out. If you didn't, just put some more bacon in the chat and I'll say hello to you. I do see Medieval Syphilis is here. I'm getting tongue tied here. Werner Mueller is here. What's going on? Dark Room. What's up, Dark Room? And anybody else I may have missed. I'll keep an eye on the chat. I'll give you a shout out as we go along. I see Token Robot, Zahira Smith. Howdy. What's up? There's Dark Room. There he is. I see that bacon right there. And then, of course, our current stream boss, Soul Edge, with 35 hit points on the health bar, but it's a close match. It's still anybody's match, in fact, especially knowing that members of Tag Team Champions are also in the audience. So look out, Soul Edge, okay? Just keep your head on a swivel. That is my advice to you. But in the meantime, everybody hail Soul Edge, because he is our reigning stream boss. We need to get those pizza rolls raining and the waifu swanging.
Duo Maximal just rolled out 3.
Yo-ho.
Play at
Hoist
the
the
end. Point
colours.
1 final salute with taps to Hayden Panettiere, Dolly Parton, Tim Curry and Peter Cullen. We now need to be made of sterner stuff more than ever. For them, this is for all of you. Until all is 1. https www.
Thank you. Cup of coffee in the big time. Thank you for the visit from the Gyat Fairy. You guys are super, super generous as always. Never underestimate the generosity of the Baconeers. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you all so much. It's going to be a good waifu roundup. Kind of like Laureline's pouts are like medicine. I think a good waifu roundup, I think that does good for your heart, you know? It reduces stress. It's clinically proven, all right? We've done research, okay? Orbital station scientists have done research. Clinical studies prove that the waifu roundup reduces stress. It's good for you. It's good for you. Outing medicine. That's right. That's right. We're giving you a double dose, okay? Back to back. We're going to make sure every single Baconeer is taken care of this weekend because it's been such a rough week, okay? It's been such a rough week. We're making sure every single Baconeer is taken care of. We got a double dose of medicine, okay? We got the waifu roundup, clinically proven to reduce stress and improve your mood. And then we have the best medicine, Laureline's pouts, tomorrow morning, okay?
Robert Benson
take
just
that
rolled
and then
out
call
5.
me on Sunday.
Here is the clip that I told you about yesterday. Start at 2 o'clock and play as much as you like. https www.youtube.com watch v equals
My name
BBONR
is
7I4K
Zentron,
feed list
and I am
equals
certified
BLXS2
G2 and the real
FVNKY6KA
freaky
index
prime.
equals 11T
Booga
equals
booga.
132S.
Thank you, Zentron. I got to figure out to make Coffee stop reading the links because it wouldn't have doubled up if it wasn't reading that link. But thank you, Zentron. Certified G2. Wasn't G2 just like repaints? It was like 90s neon repaints. But certified G2, yeah,
Prince
kind of
of
cool.
the
It
Abyss
actually is
just
kind of
rolled
cool.
out 3. This is a cutscene of one of my favorite video games with Tim as one of the villains. Keep playing until 1:15 and skip to 2:22.
Thank you, Prince of the Abyss.
https
Cup of coffee in the big time.
watch
Let's go.
v equals
Yeah, Kitty's
62
multitasking.
AFKWBBUDU.
Kitty gets free board, you know. He's got all of his meals, a roof over his head here on the orbital station. He's got to earn it, okay? So yeah, he's multitasking. He's doubling up reading those super chats. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you so much. Loki, whoa. Loki just took over Stream Boss. I told you it was a close match. I knew it. I knew it was a close match. I told Soul Edge, keep your head on a swivel. And lo and behold, already a new Stream Boss here with Loki, Thorson / Ponyson / Grimlock. He keeps getting messed with by the Maidens of Mayhem. So who knows? One of these days, it'll just be his regular name back again. But in the meantime, with 39 hit points on the health bar, let's get those pizza rolls raining and a waifu swinging for you, good sir. Everybody, hey, Loki, let's go, man. Hopefully not too much with the Maidens of Mayhem. I don't know if we can take it, okay? We need a little bit of a breather, okay? Just a bit. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. If you guys would like to support the war effort tonight, send in a super chat and keep the station in orbit. There are links pinned in the live chat right there. We've got Stream Elements, which is currently only taking PayPal, just temporarily. We're hoping to get the payment processor stuff sorted out there. And then you got every other option on Coffee. And holy shit, Merrick Hearts is doing just that, supporting the war effort, getting us mesmerized. Hail Loki. Look at that. He's so polite. So polite. He hails Loki as he tosses him out of the Stream Boss chair. It's like when Megatron was taking Abraham Lincoln out of the memorial. Well, in the cartoon, if you're watching Dark of the Moon, he just shoots him to pieces. It's like, holy shit. But in the cartoon, he was so nice. He like delicately picks him up and sets him off to the side so he could sit in the chair. But it's like after the battle is over, it's like so they can put him back with no damage. He set him down so gently. It's just like that. Merrick Hearts comes in like, hail Loki. And he just gently takes him out of the chair like Megatron with Abe Lincoln. So another Stream Boss, that means we need more pizza rolls raining and another waifu swinging for Merrick Hearts. Everybody, hey, let's go. Thank you guys so much, man. You guys are awesome. All right, we are definitely supporting the war effort each and every week. We are waging that war on woke. That's right. It is my solemn vow to you, my oath that here on the Orbital station, you will never see any uggification. We are keeping those classic beauty standards alive. Look at Soul Edge fueling up the thrust bus.
Move aside, lol.
He says that chair is mine. I was just getting comfy. I was just getting comfy. 10 big Bison Bucks from Hothead.
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa, buddy. That is a big whoa, buddy, right there, because we got a boss battle on our hand. Thank you for the 10 big Bison Bucks, Hothead. Thank you, Soul Edge, as well, taking over, Stream Boss. He says, I was just getting comfy there, so don't mind if I do. I'll take it back. That means we need more pizza rolls raining and the waifu swinging again 2 times, because Soul Edge is back as Stream Boss. Look, Kitty's even getting after her there.
Pardon me. Pontsu.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and get into the Saturday morning preview, guys. We got a lot to get into, man. It's gonna be a fun show, though. I'm really looking forward to it. We've been having fun already, because time is flying by. So let's get into the Saturday morning preview, volume 168. As mentioned before, this is a special tribute edition to Peter Cullen. Whoa, and Tim Curry. Whoa, Loki, Zook It Out.
Hail Mericats. Long may you reign. Wait. Hail Soul Edge. Long may you reign.
Wait, but wait. Hail Loki. Long may he reign with a mighty 100 hit points on the health bar. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. We need to get that pizza roll raining down once again and the waifu swinging around. 2 times. Kitty's after the outfit. He hates it. He hates outfits, though. This is deep Kitty lore. Everybody knows. It's like the tip of the iceberg for Kitty lore. He hates outfits. Look at him go. But thank you. Holy shit, man. Thank you, Loki. Soul Edge says, well, I'm out. It was a well-fought battle. It was valiant, okay? A valiant effort. But no, seriously, thank you guys so much. You guys are incredible. So volume 168 is going to be a special tribute to Peter Cullen and Tim. Is that like the magic phrase?
Hail Loki, long may you reign.
Hail Loki. Wait. Hail Merrick. Long may he reign. We actually have a tie. So long may they reign. Both Loki and Merrick Hearts.
You're really stacked, aren't you?
Sorry, I just had to say it.
Hey, that's all right. Sometimes you just got to. Sometimes a stacked cat girl says it best, you know? Thank you, Hothead Studios. Merrick Hearts. Whoa, buddy. We need more pizza rolls raining, and by now that waifu is dangling. That's right. She's wrangled and dangled. Kitty's mission complete.
Pardon me. Pontsu.
Prince of the Abyss just rolled out 3. And for Peter, not only he did a few of his favorite heroes and villains, he also did one the greatest evil laughs in movie history. And many of you probably didn't know that.
Really?
https://www.youtube.com/b
I wonder if I could guess what it is.
B equals 6AIONSSCYC.
Like, I don't want to spoil the clip, but if you're like, you know, kind of issuing a challenge of my knowledge, you know, I feel compelled. I don't know. Is it here? I won't say what it is. I'll try to do. No, I know I'm messing with you, Prince. You know I'm just messing with you, man. But I don't want to spoil your clip, so I don't know if I can do a good impression of the laugh though. Yes! 10 big Bison Bucks from Hothead.
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. 10 big Bison Bucks from Hothead. Once again, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Let's go. Is it? Let's see. Prince of the Abyss. Just confirm. Is he pushing buttons? Is he pushing buttons? You know, has he got like a fancy little device on his wrist? He's pushing buttons when this laugh happens. That's all. That's it. That's the only hint. I don't want to spoil it. But thank you guys. Whoa, buddy. Look at all the support. We're going to have an awesome waifu roundup. All right, let's get into the Saturday morning preview. Since we have an excellent tribute here, we've got all sorts of quotes. Some of you moldy oldie baconeers will probably recognize these quotes, even the origin of where they came from, or maybe you'll be reminded because it's been so long. You know, what are we, over 3 years now into this? So yeah, you know, some of these years ago when they first popped up. So it may refresh your memory a bit. And if you're a newer baconeer and you've probably seen us all zooking out in the chat anytime a character says one of these.
Late to the party. I brought punch, pie, and zoomerangs. Again, I'll try not to be boring. Rip to the king of cartoons till all are one.
Thank you, Kenzo's Creations, my eternal rival in Crossfire right there. And of course he brought his zoomerangs because we are going to battle to the death for Nocturna. Let's go. But thank you. I appreciate you, Kenzo. Hey, better late than never. All right, man. All right. So yeah, we have all sorts of quotes, all sorts of meme origins in here. So for people that are newer and wonder why we're always zooking out when certain characters say certain phrases and we start spamming them in the chat like a bunch of psychos. Then yeah, and why do people keep saying we're boring? You know, it's all gonna make sense, okay? By the end of tomorrow morning, it's all gonna make sense. All right. So these, of course, are legendary because they came from legends. So a full-blown Peter Cullen, Tim Curry tribute. I split it up since we're still gonna do Time Jam as the final show. So the other 6 shows, because we have 7 total in a 3-hour block. So the other 6 shows I split in half. We got 3 from the 80s featuring Peter Cullen and 3 from the 90s featuring Tim Curry. And I even sprinkled in some commercials throughout that have both Peter Cullen and Tim Curry sprinkled throughout there. We even got Dolly Parton in a couple commercials too. So it's going to be a really fun lineup. Like I said, we are celebrating the life, the impact, the legacy that is going to live on through all of us, which is why these legends will never die. So first up, to start the morning, this one probably you could all guess. I would imagine if it came down to it, where you're like, okay, you have to like wager. It's like Final Jeopardy. You've got to wager some amount. What's going to be the first show? If we're doing a Peter Cullen tribute, what would be the first show? It's just like a no-brainer, right? Yeah, there you go. You guys got it. Of course, we're starting with Transformers. First show of the morning, starting off with Transformers, and not just any episode. Like I said before, even if we may be a little light on the waifu action tomorrow morning, because this is much more focused on Peter and Tim's characters, we're still going to get some zooked out moments. That doesn't mean that it's going to be light on Zook. Might be a little light on waifus, not on the Zook though. And in fact, we get an awesome episode of Transformers with a really good quote from Optimus that I'm kind of surprised we haven't highlighted that much before. Maybe, I think I have clipped this once. And again, haven't done this. You may think 3 years is not a lot of time, but you know, every week we add more to the Orbital Station lore. So 3 years worth of new weekly lore. That's kind of a lot. You know, it's kind of a lot. So I think at some point I might have clipped this, but I'm surprised that it didn't catch on like wildfire. Why we never used it again. Well, don't worry. We're correcting that. From henceforth, we shall now be using this glorious quote that I think you guys already know what's up. You already know what's coming, don't you? Let's fucking go.
Go on, save her, save her.
Not today, Chumley, not today.
Why didn't Optimus Prime save her? Unless...
Stop your crying.
Blitzwing, no, it's...
Astro Train, help!
You blasted fool! Hang on!
Amazing. A booby trap that actually catches boobies.
Amazing. Boobies. So yeah, you know, and here I said it was gonna be light on waifu action. Here I said it was gonna be light on waifu action. She comes pre-wrangled. But see, you should know, like any baconeer worth their salt, worth their weight in bacon grease, should have known a pre-wrangled waifu. Something's fishy. Something's up with that. So yes, she was indeed a trap that Blitzwing then falls for after crushing her to pieces. I love how he didn't know she was a trap at first. So Blitzwing, thinking it actually was a pre-wrangled waifu, just stomps on her like, holy shit, man. Holy shit. But yes, but then we get one of the greatest lines that Optimus Prime has ever delivered. And like I said, why we have not been featuring this more, but we're definitely fixing that mistake here.
Amazing. A booby trap that actually catches boobies.
Yes!
Optimus Prime said nah.
Yeah, he knew. He's smarter than that. Who do you think you're dealing with here? Okay? Look at this. Look at this obvious trap, okay? A pre-wrangled waifu. She's not even complaining. Okay? You know, if maybe he would have been fooled into thinking it was a real waifu if she was complaining. But she's just kind of chilling. Pre-wrangled, yeah. Who do you think you're dealing with? Optimus Prime knows what's up. Optimus the freaking Prime knows what's going on here. He's not falling for your traps, okay? Yeah, she wasn't pouting. She wasn't complaining. All right. So yeah, he's not falling for your traps, all right? But yeah, so we do get that awesome line. And so of course I've already added it to the hotkeys.
Amazing. Boobies.
Now he can join the likes of Vinny and Genghis Rex.
Boobs!
So many boobies!
Amazing. Boobies.
Amazing boobies. They are amazing. See, like I said, Optimus knows. Who do you think you're dealing with? Okay, Optimus knows what's up. He knows the wonders, the mysteries and the wonders of boobies. Amazing boobies. So yeah, it's already added to the hotkeys. It's in there. We're gonna be using it all the time now. So of course, we have our classic, the yams out. Of course, the pop-up super chat with K's out. But any other time, there's plenty of, especially Lady Frenzy, that's a waifu that comes to mind. Basically, any clip involving her, we're going to be hitting these buttons.
Boobs!
So now Optimus joins the ranks.
Amazing. Boobies.
They are amazing. Indeed, they are amazing. So let's go. So that is our episode of Transformers where Optimus is getting hunted down. Big game. Okay, big game. Everybody's after Prime. But he's too busy. He's too busy aura farming and giving us new quotes.
We know why the Autobots came to Earth.
That's right. We searched the stars, looking for waifus to wrangle, until we stumbled upon a small blue planet called Earth. It was full of waifus, roaming free out in the wild, ready to be wrangled. I'm trying so hard to keep a straight face. Autobots, roll out and wrangle the waifus. Yeah, so he knows, okay? This isn't his first rodeo. Not his first rodeo, okay? So starting out with Transformers, of course, our tribute to Peter Cullen. Then we'll head in to our next show.
Amazing.
Boobies.
Amazing. Boobies.
I like how when he walks away, he kind of looks back he's looking back at the super chat pop up because he'd be able to see it from that POV, from that perspective. So he's not totally immune. Okay. He's still a red-blooded Autobot male. Okay. So even though he knows it's a trap, but hey, when the K's out, when K's are out, he goes, oh, amazing. Boobies. Nice. Dude, I gotta see if I can find a clip of Optimus just saying nice. And then I can mash those up. So we'll have two variations. We'll have the amazing boobies. And then we'll have boobies. Nice. Mr. Stevens, let's fucking go. Holy shit, put those guitars up. Speaking of nice, that's a massive donut. It's time to rock out. Get those guitars up and chat. The guitar wife is rocking out on stage. Grinding on the chat there. Let's go. Oh, look at her go. Kenzo's Creations, Neo 007, Stolage, Prince of the Abyss, and Jason Long. Everybody's getting some from the waifu. Let's go. We got the pizza rolls raining and the waifu swinging because it's a party.
A word of advice to all the Baconeers: if you're ever invited to play Settlers of Catan, do yourself a favor and run the other way.
All right then, thank you. Wait, Chester, is that? I think I remember you said something in Discord. You're like, I might be a little late because I'm playing a game or something. You had like a new game. I thought it was like a video game, but you're playing, what's it called? Catan? I've seen people play that game and I was like, hell no. Holy shit, man. But thank you for that monster dono. Holy shit. Massive support from the Baconeers tonight. And that is Chester Stevens. That is one half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition. So that we do indeed have a couple of tag team champions here being represented in the chat tonight. Good to see you guys, man. You guys are fucking awesome. It's going to be a great roundup. 2x4s, what's going on? Hail, yeah, that's right. Hail, brother. Hail, yeah. /to you with the bacon. Let's go, man. We're talking about our tribute here. A tribute to Peter Cullen and Tim Curry coming up tomorrow morning. We're starting out with an episode of Transformers. Optimus, he's too smart. He can't be wrangled by a pre-wrangled waifu. Okay, that's what we call a booby trap. Featuring boobies. And it captures boobies. And even though she might be fake, that waifu right there, well, she's got boobies. Nice. Should we play the clip one more time? Just the part where fuck it, we'll play the whole thing. Nice. I mean, I guess she's kind of complaining. She's like crying and stuff. But still, those are fake tears. Fake tears. Optimus he's been around the block a time or two, okay? This is not his first rodeo.
Go on, save her, save her.
Not today, Chumley. Not today.
I love that. Just not today. I will not be simping for your fake waifu. It'll be a cold day in hell when you find Optimus Prime simping. Fuck you, Chumley. That's how he just drops that after, he gives like a big, like epic speech, and then he's just like, fuck you, Chumley.
Why didn't Optimus Prime save her? Unless...
Stop your crying.
Blitzwing, no, it's...
Astro Train, help!
You blasted fool! Hang on!
Amazing. A booby trap that actually catches boobies.
Amazing. Boobies. Nice. No. Forget that, Chumley. I shall not be fooled by your plastic waifu. What do I look like? An Amaranth fan? I don't think so. Let's go. All right, so our next show after Transformers, we get a little bit of a lesser known, at least amongst the general public, of course, here on the Orbital station. This is one of our all-time favorite characters that Peter Cullen has ever voiced. Even if most people out in the, like the normie world, they may not even know this show exists, but we're enjoying it, okay? We're mining all the gems. We're enjoying the gold that is Nemesis from Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs. You guys have already been quoting him. You guys have already been quoting him a bunch tonight, even in the super chats, telling me I'm boring. You are boring. So we've got Peter Cullen doing basically an evil Optimus voice, which is ironic, the character being named Nemesis, and eventually we would get Nemesis Prime, which is evil Optimus. So I guess he just got a head start. He got a head start on it here, voicing this character called Nemesis and doing an evil Optimus voice for it. But that's not even the best part. Really, the best part is the actual dialogue and his delivery of said dialogue, because I could see these exact same lines being delivered by a different voice actor in a completely different manner, and they just would not land the same at all. Probably wouldn't have ended up becoming memes here on the Orbital station. It really is all in Peter Cullen's performance why this character and these quotes are so legendary. So let's go ahead. I'm going to play you some of these. Now, check this out. This is a minute, okay? Just this, I figured I could go through and do like a supercut or whatever, but really, there's no need. There's really no need. All I got to do is show you a minute, just 60 seconds of the episode that we're going to see tomorrow morning. And within 60 seconds, 0 to 60, a legend, okay? A legend in 0 to 60, because that's all it takes. Didn't even have to go through and make a super cut from other episodes or even this episode. Nope. Just 1 minute is all you need to know that Nemesis is a fucking legend. Thanks, of course, to another legend, Peter Cullen. Let's fucking go.
Boring. We live in the most boring dimension in the universe. Nothing ever happens here. So we crossed into the new frontier. Everyone there was having fun, but you don't know how to have fun. So you attacked them, but you even botched that. So I had to take charge.
Sir, we've captured their Commander Eagle, but we need to transfer him here.
Who will do the job?
I can do it, sir. With Gatlagon, I'm the best man to take his place.
You are boring.
I can do it, Nemesis. Just give me a chance.
You're more boring than he is.
But sir, someone has to do the job. Who's it gonna be?
Me. Hey, why send an amateur when you can get a real frontier fighter?
Who's that?
His name is Jesse.
It's not fair. We're the ones who captured Commander Eagle. We should be in charge of moving him.
He's right. It isn't fair.
Silence!
A legend in 60 seconds. That's all it took. Just 1 minute of the episode. That's all it took. And you get boring. You are boring. You're even more boring than he is. I can't even keep a straight face to do the voice. But he says that you're more boring than he is. Just his whole team. He just left his whole team felted. And then, of course, the banger. Of course, Kenzo, perfect timing. That banger at the end. Silence. You got to love it. The pronunciation, everything. So now you guys know why anytime any character says silence, even if it doesn't sound like silence when they say it, like it does here when Nemesis does, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We are spamming silence in the chat. So that's probably a big mystery unlocked for newer Baconeers, because this is one of our oldest memes right here. Like I said, even some of the moldy oldie Baconeers might be going, oh, now I remember where that came from. But especially the newer ones, this is probably a big memory solved here. You know, big piece of the puzzle. Like, that's why they do that. As well as the boring, you know. I mean, as soon as you don't even see him yet, the door opens. It barely even gets into the room here with the camera. And he's already talking about boring. We live in the most boring dimension.
Boring. We live in the most boring dimension in the universe. Nothing ever happens here.
Nothing ever happens. Dude, he's like, he's ahead of the memes. That's like a current meme. Like for real. It's not even like an Orbital station, like, oh, we're making new memes for old cartoons. It's like, no, this is a current thing that people say. Nothing ever happens. Nemesis said it first.
So we crossed into the new frontier. Everyone there was having fun, but you don't know how to have fun.
I feel like this one gets overlooked. Everyone there was having fun, but you don't know how to have fun. I fucking love that line. I don't know why. Like, it goes so hard, and we kind of overlooked it. Like, there's a lot going on, though. You know, the boring, you're more boring than he is. Soylence, his name is Jesse. That's another banger right there. His name is Jesse. So, of course, this one kind of slipped through the cracks, but you don't know how to have fun. That's a really good one. We got to remember that one. So, like I said, legend in 60 seconds. Nemesis is awesome.
So you attacked them, but you even botched that, so I had to take charge.
Sir, we've captured their Commander Eagle, but we need to transfer him here.
Who will do the job?
I can do it, sir. With Gatmargon, I'm the best man to take his place.
You are boring.
I can do it, Nemesis. Just give me a chance.
You're more boring than he is.
But sir, someone has to do the job. Who's it gonna be?
Me.
What?
Hey, why send an amateur when you can get a real frontier fighter?
Who's that?
His name is Jesse.
It's not fair. We're the ones who captured Commander Eagle. We should be in charge of moving him.
He's right. It isn't fair.
Silence.
His name is Jesse. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Oh, man. So, yeah, like I said, a little bit of a lesser known, you know, maybe not around these parts. We love Saber Rider. I play the shit out of this show. And, of course, we've memed the hell out of Nemesis. But, you know, for a lot of people, this went under their radar. They don't know about Saber Rider and certainly have missed such a stellar performance here from Peter Cullen, basically doing his evil Optimus Nemesis Prime before Nemesis Prime existed. He's even quoting memes before they existed, saying nothing ever happens. Fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. But he doesn't voice just one character. I mean, you guys, if you're familiar with his work, like look at Transformers, for instance, he also voiced Ironhide and a few other characters. He was multiple characters in practically every show that he had a voice role in. This one is no exception. So not only was he Nemesis, the main villain, but he also voiced the giant robot of the main heroes, which has probably an even more awesome name. Like if you thought Nemesis was a cool name, well, behold, Ramrod. That's right. So not only does Peter Cullen voice Nemesis, he also voices Ramrod, the giant robot cowboy piloted by the heroes. And he gets to use, kind of like how he's doing an evil Optimus for Nemesis. Well, for Ramrod, he gets to use that John Wayne voice. If you guys, I'm pretty sure most, if not all, I would wager most, if not all, of you guys know the lore behind Peter Cullen's Optimus Prime voice, that he was real inspired by his brother and his love of John Wayne. And so that's where we got the original Optimus Prime. You can really hear it in G1. The John Wayne influence would sort of fade as he got older, especially once you get into the Bayverse, the live action movies, and every subsequent performance from there. it would be a lot more sort of neutral when it comes to any accents in the voice.
I would have never known this awesome opening scene. Soylence. If it wasn't for All Hail Orbital Bacon for introducing me to such awesomeness. Also introducing me to my wife Nocturna.
Hey, we still got to battle. Both of us are still here, you know, so we clearly haven't had our Zoomerang battle. But no, thank you, Kenzo. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you guys know, which I'm sure most of you do, the backstory that John Wayne was a big influence, and so you can really hear it, even though you can kind of hear it in the G1 Optimus, the young performance of Optimus there. But here he just goes full blown. It's a cowboy robot, so it's time to head him up and move him out. Actually, let's let Peter say it. Okay, you can do it far better than I can. Here we go.
Ramrod will now take navigational control.
Acknowledge, April. Navigational control on. Ramrod challenge phase 1. Head 'em up, move 'em out. Power stride and ready to ride.
Fuck yeah. That's actually an awesome sequence too. I love that whole transformation sequence. Yeah, getting dizzy, right? Yeah, it's like spinning around. The camera's going crazy. It's like awesome animation though. But we also get some good quotes. These are also kind of good quotes that fell through the cracks. You know, Nemesis, he's such a superstar. He's such a mega star, Nemesis, that his quotes just overshadow everything. But you gotta love Ramrod here. Of course, his name and the fact that he says it too. he says Ramrod, assuming control. But the power stride, ready to ride. You gotta love that one too. I almost want to do a little bit of a mashup, you know? Maybe some amazing boobies, ready to ride. Nice. I gotta find the nice. That's the only one. I gotta find that. I'm sure it exists. It's gotta be somewhere. But I got to find the nice so we can have amazing boobies ready to ride. Nice. We're going to make our own supercut, our own custom mega quote. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, we got Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs, 2 amazing roles in one show. He voices other characters too, but this particular episode, as you saw, is a big spotlight of Nemesis. 60 seconds is all it takes. But you could say less than that because some of that time was used up with the other characters whining as they got felted because they're so boring. But yes, in under 60 seconds, Nemesis makes himself a full-blown legend. So, and then of course he also voices Ramrod in here. And then our final Peter Cullen tribute show before we head into the 90s will be Dungeons and Dragons, as he voices yet another villain. Interesting, actually, how many villains he voiced. For a while, it was kind of like more villains than heroes. Like he had Optimus Prime. That's a big one. Definitely a big hero right there. But every other character for a little while was a villain. It was Nemesis, Venger. You had Mysore from Vitor, the Starfire champion. Remember last week? It was just last week. This is how life can just go by in the blink of an eye. Just last week, we were actually watching a clip of Peter Cullen dropping bars in the Vitor intro, right? As the villain of that show. And now here we are remembering the legacy, remembering the legend. But yeah, he voiced a lot of villains, a lot. He had a lot, most people probably think of, because Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, and of course Optimus, the freaking Prime. You had a lot of these really well-known hero characters, so you just kind of think of Peter Cullen as like this heroic guy, but he voiced a lot of villains, a lot. So, and he did good too, man. He had, either way, voice works. Good for a hero, good for a villain. Either way, so we've got an episode of Dungeons and Dragons with Venger. Of course, there'll be a good bit of screen time with Venger in this episode as well. But I don't really, nothing that stood out as a really good quote and I don't want to spoil too much of the episode because it's an awesome episode. A lot of action in this one. You know, Dungeons and Dragons is a great show, but it's really nice. Some episodes kind of are more lighthearted feel to it, you know, and then some of them are just crazy action. They even have like dark moments in that series as well, which is what makes it so good. You know, they're not afraid to kind of do the whole spectrum there. And this is, I wouldn't say it's one of the darker ones, but definitely more action packed and a lot of screen time with Venger. He's involved in quite a few battles throughout this episode, so it'll be a really good one. And then we'll head into the 90s. We'll start highlighting some Tim Curry shows, as this is a tribute to both Peter Cullen and Tim Curry all morning long. So we have our 3 shows from the 80s, each one starring Peter Cullen, in some cases in multiple roles in the same show. And then we go to the 90s, 3 more shows, these 3 starring Tim Curry, the first being a temporary ban lifted. If you guys know, if you're a moldy oldie baconeer and you've been around, back when I first tested out this show, I did 1 episode and I'm not familiar. I didn't watch the show back when I was a young bacon bit, so nothing really stands out in memory. So I kind of just had to go by whatever looked interesting. If there was an episode title that sounded like it might be promising, or if I just sort of skimmed through a bit and I go, okay, it looks like they're going on a jungle adventure or whatever, you know, because like I said, didn't watch it growing up, don't really remember anything. And so the first time I ever tried to play it, I think I went by episode title because the title of the episode had something to do with mermaids. I'm like, all right, this should be good. It was not good. So I was like, I'm never showing this show again. It did. And not only was the episode itself not really good, it happened. I didn't even know this was a thing, that it happened to be one of the episodes that doesn't even feature this character, Captain Hook, voiced by Tim Curry. Yeah, you guys already figured it out. It was Peter Pan, because yeah, apparently there are full episodes that don't even have a single appearance by Captain Hook. So I just assumed, you know, I assumed he was in all, he's the main villain. He should be in all of them. You know, it's like doing an episode of Ninja Turtles without Shredder, you know? So I'm like, all right, I'm sure he's in here, and mermaids. Cool. We'll go with this episode. Well, not only did it not have Tim Curry as Captain Hook, the episode itself was just very lackluster. The mermaids, everything. It was just very lackluster. So I had a very bad first impression. Yeah, I was like, Suppa chat. I picked a dud, you know. I wasn't familiar with the show, and I picked a dud. But that's okay, you know, live and learn. And so as we are celebrating Tim Curry, the legendary performances, he did do an excellent job as Captain Hook. In fact, I had a lot of people asking, are you going to play an episode of Peter Pan? Even Tavern Spool, who is a moldy oldie baconeer himself, and remembered, he said, are you going to do a ban lift? Are you going to lift the ban on Peter Pan? And yes, we are. In fact, I found an episode that not only does it actually have Captain Hook in it this time, it's got him in it quite a bit.
Time to kick back and relax.
I went to Total Nostalgia toy store with a buddy of mine and bought a bunch of Transformers and discovered the blocky easily. I dig it.
Thank you, Wolverine. Appreciate the elongated E from Shantae, and that's pretty awesome. That Total Nostalgia toy store. That place sounds cool. Obviously, that's not like a franchise or anything. You're probably the only person that has one of those nearby. But that sounds awesome, man. Loaded up on Transformers. Hell yeah. I gotta dig some of mine out. I have all my collection is like packed away, but I've got a bunch of cool stuff, like old Beast Wars figures and stuff like that. But thank you for the dono. So yeah, we are doing a lifting of the ban on Peter Pan. We're bringing it back to celebrate Tim Curry here. And I found an episode. I realized that, yeah, that was just a bad coincidence, some bad luck there. I picked a stinker, okay? But they're not all stinkers. In fact, as I was going through looking for a good Tim Curry episode, I realized there's some other cool moments. I was like, man, this looks pretty good. The animation is nice, really good facial expressions and stuff like that. So perhaps I judged it too harshly. So we've got Peter Pan and the Pirates, starring Tim Curry as Captain Hook. He's fucking awesome as this role. I definitely, it's like, yeah, I messed up, but I'm glad, I'm glad I figured it out, because now we've got another show that we can put in rotation and it'll be pretty awesome. And we've got a whole new batch of quotes that we don't even know. Like, who knows? We're going to find all sorts of stuff. In fact, just skimming through here, I found a quote. I don't even know what the fuck he's saying. Maybe you guys can tell me, but it sounded cool. I was like, you know what? If this is how his dialogue is going to be, yeah, we're in for a treat. This is amazing. Check this out.
I told you there was evil in this river, and now we're done for.
Stow it, Mullins, you chicken-hearted son of a Brooklyn broom bandit. It'll take more than a collection of mud and slime to stay James Hook.
Like, I feel like half of that maybe should have been bleeped out. I know there's got to be some like old pirate slurs in there. You know what I mean? I got to hear it again. He was going like a mile a minute, but there's got to be some old pirate slurs thrown in there.
Stow it, Mullins, you chicken-hearted son of a Brooklyn broom bandit. It'll take more than a collection of mud and slime to stay James Hook.
So you see what I mean? I'm like, okay, I think we have a whole new gold mine. It's ready for the harvest, We got a whole new crop here, ready for the harvest of quotes. We might need a dictionary, like a translator for some of them. I don't know. But yeah, we've got a whole new crop just ready for the harvest. I don't know what a Brooklyn Broom Bandit is, okay? That's what I'm saying, Maricarts. I wonder if some of these are like, like ye old pirate slurs. Ye old slurs. I feel like they're in there. They gotta be. They're in there. So yeah, whatever a Brooklyn Broom Bandit is. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like we're going to have a whole bunch of new stuff coming from Tim Curry's Captain Hook. There was some other cool stuff, though, in this. Like I said, as I was skimming through, I realized, perhaps I judged it too harshly. But we'll come back to that. Let's finish the highlight here first before I get distracted, A little too easy to get distracted sometimes by some...
Amazing.
By some big Bison Bucks.
Brooklyn Broom Bandit sounds like colonial sobriquet for a sodomite.
Amazing. Bison Bucks. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Boobies.
There you go. That's Thank you for the 10 big Bison Bucks, Chester Stevens. And yeah, it does. Yeah, it sounds like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. The ye old pirate slurs are in there. I'm telling you. So, yes, before I get distracted by any...
Amazing. Boobies.
Let's continue on with the highlight clips, and then we'll come back. Don't worry, we'll come back. We got a little extra things to go over with the preview. But as we continue with Tim Curry's portion of the tribute, we start off with Peter Pan and the Pirates, of course, where he voices Captain Hook. And then we're going to give you some jank. Like I said, even though this lineup might be a little bit lighter on waifus, it's not like they're completely absent from the lineup. That's what I was saying just a second ago with the Optimus pop-up there. Let me not get distracted, because there are still some waifus in here. We'll talk about them in a second. Just not as much waifu action as you might be used to. But there's still plenty of Zook and a whole lot of jank. And this next show is, well... we're cranking the jank all the way up to 11. In fact, we might even be going past. I think we're breaking the knob off. We've done it a few times before. We're doing it once again. We're breaking the knob off, cranking the jank as far as it'll go. We've got some live action jank for you. I see some people guessing Fish Police. I don't know if Fish Police qualifies as jank, though. It's actually really good. No, I'm giving you some live action, actual jankety jank with Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Let's fucking go. We're doing alliteration tonight, okay? We got the Brooklyn Broom Bandits and the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Merrick Hearts with Savage Land Road. She's rocking out. Let's go.
Jank me off.
Whoa, buddy. Thank you, Merrick Hearts, though. Adding to his health bar, 120 hit points on the health bar there. Thank you so much, Merrick. But yeah, we're bringing you some live action jank, the jankiest of jank, in fact, with Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, where Tim Curry voices yet another villain. It's kind of like, Peter Cullen actually voiced a lot of villains. Same thing with Tim Curry, although I feel like he's more known for it. Whereas Peter Cullen, I feel like people know him, or at least think of him as a heroic character, even though he voiced a ton of villains. Well, Tim Curry, everybody knows he voiced a lot of villains, yes. And so this is yet another one, maybe a lesser known. I mean, if you're familiar with the show, then you certainly remember Kilo Khan here, because Tim Curry made it to where you wouldn't forget him. But if you've never heard of this show, then you've been missing a great one of, in my opinion, the greatest Tim Curry villains, because he has some awesome catchphrases in here. He calls humans meat things. So you got to love that with his enunciation of it too. Meat thing. So you got to love that. He's got, of course, the Tim Curry laugh. And because he's like this cybernetic villain, he's got a slight robotic characteristic to his voice. He doesn't deliver his lines like monotone or anything, but he kind of breaks up his speech pattern to make it sound a little bit robotic, including his laugh. And so while normally, he would have that chuckle that he does, that chuckle. So he breaks it up now. He does a little more robotic. He's like, I can't even do it, man. Of course, it's something only he can do, right? But it's fucking classic. It's absolutely classic. So get ready, because we're going to get some more quotes, of course. Doesn't take long. This is a 30-second clip. 30 seconds is all you need for Tim Curry to make Kilo Khan a legend here.
When the 8 o'clock hour is reached and all that lovely new electrification comes online, I will pinpoint my enemy's lair. Then
I will destroy Servo and his subroutines, Vital, Boar, and Tractor.
And after that, I am terribly sorry to say, I will have to destroy the Malcolm meat thing as well. Clean sweep.
There it is. We got them all right there. You got to hear the awesome voice itself. He called Malcolm the meat thing. And then he did his little clean sweep, which is also a running gag. Dematos, actually, one of the best ones there, when he was doing the laugh and then he says supermodel at the end. But that's kind of like this running gag where he'll do his laugh and then at the tail end, he'll just have like a phrase or like a word. And it's something to do. It's something relevant with what he's laughing about. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's just perfect. It's like chef's kiss. So as he's talking about not only taking out the hero, but once he's done killing the kid that's been helping him out, is supposed to be on his same team. That's when he gives us his chuckle with the clean sweep. Let's get that one more. Just that part. It's so good.
Terribly sorry to say, I will have to destroy the Malcolm meat thing as well. Clean sweep.
Clean sweep. So it's so good, man. It's so fucking good. He basically makes the show. I mean, it's still got a lot of really entertaining features about it. You've got all the jank, it's just like Power Rangers, where they were using footage from a Japanese show and then mixing it with like Saved by the Bell level teen drama. So very similar process. So you got all that jank that goes along with it, but then you add Tim Curry. I mean, I don't remember Tim Curry ever voicing a Power Rangers character. Like Power Rangers was cool and all, but think about how much more it could have been if they had Tim Curry in there at some point. So yeah, the fact that this random during the hype, obviously this was during the hype of Power Rangers. So one of the other knockoffs, like we had VR Troopers and Big Bad Beetleborgs. Well, personally, I think the best of the Power Rangers knockoffs was this one right here. Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, featuring Tim Curry as Kilo Khan. Clean sweep. Brooklyn. I gotta mash that up where he does the laugh and then finishes by saying Brooklyn Broom Bandit. Oh man, good stuff. All right, and then of course one more. We got one more show here that will complete our Tim Curry portion of the tribute, and that is he's got such. I was about to say the name of the show, but I had to realize I have to preface it here that Tim Curry has such an impact on this next show that he affects the way we pronounce the name. Okay, not only is he a prominent character in this show, once again a villain, okay, another main villain, but he has such an effect that it has changed the way that we pronounce the name of the show. And you guys probably know I'm talking about Zyber 9. That's right. You cannot just say Zyber 9. That is illegal, okay? Since we have now seen it, we are familiar with it. We know. We've heard Tim Curry's performance as Renard right here. Look at this. Look at this Chad. Look at this fucking Chad right here. Renard. That is the way he says it. Of course, Zyber 9 being an actual name of, you could say it's a character or a piece of technology, whatever you want to call it. Something that they say in the show. They say the title of the show in the show. So hearing Tim Curry as this character in a glorious villain voice, kind of similar to Kilo Khan, really, when he says the Zyber 9, that's how you have to say it. Okay, I will not accept any other pronunciation. So of course we get Tim Curry, another glorious villain role here as Renard in Zyber 9. And he's not only a good villain in here, not only sort of hamming it up, stealing the show a bit whenever he's on screen, although it's a little criminal how underutilized he is throughout the show. Not until later on. Later in the show, he starts to show up a bit more, but early on he's just sort of here and there, not too much, almost like cameo level appearances. But fear not, I went later on into the show to get an episode that features him very prominently, even if it's an episode that we have seen somewhat recently. It's not like it's the last time that I played, because I think we saw Zyber 9 a couple weeks ago. It's not that episode, but I did play this, I want to say maybe like 5 months ago, somewhere around in that vicinity. I could be a little bit off. Maybe it was longer. I don't know. Time does fly. But it's summer. It's still August, okay? Summer reruns. Plus, it's the episode, I think, that has the most screen time for Renard. And not only that, but he gives us some quotes, although they're not new quotes. So it works perfectly that this comes along in the same lineup with Nemesis, in the same episode where Nemesis is giving us the origin of such things as silence. Because of course, what is the first thing out of Renard's mouth in this episode?
Silence!
The first thing he says, the first time he pops up on screen, of course, we're going to be saying silence in the chat. And now everybody will know why. Even if you weren't here for tonight's stream, if you tune in tomorrow, you'll still see that episode of Saber Rider, and you'll hear Optimus, you'll hear Peter Cullen say silence. And then later on, when Tim Curry says his first line of the show,
silence.
Everybody, you'll get it. See, you'll get it. But he doesn't stop there. There's another ongoing gag, another part of the Orbital Station meta, where anytime any character says this one single word, we start spamming it in the chat, freaking out, zooking out. And so, of course, we're going to get a couple of instances tomorrow.
You're lost in here, boy. Do whatever it takes. I will not rest until I have that boy.
That boy. So yeah, not only do we get a silence, we get a couple of bulls.
You're lost in here, boy. Do whatever it takes. That boy.
Oh shit! And I'm pretty sure there's other instances just in this episode where he says boy, but I know for a fact throughout the rest of the show, in other episodes where he constantly is referring to Jack as boy. So that's another one. That we spam relentlessly whenever a character says it, and it's always a fun time. So yes, an excellent lineup. Okay, it's still a lot of fun. Like I said, we might not be focusing as much on waifus getting wrangled and having moments of J-Law this week, but you still are getting plenty of Zook, plenty of jank, some awesome quotes, and even some boobies. Nice. There are still some waifus too, though, okay? And I don't mean just the fake one that Blitzwing destroyed, even though he didn't know it was a fake waifu. He completely was under the impression this was a real person and still stomped her into pieces. No, she's not the only, not counting that one, okay? That was just a trap. She doesn't count. No, of course, we're getting Dungeons and Dragons, so you know we're getting Sheila and Diana. In fact, we got a picture right here. This is reserved Baconeer seating. You could probably visualize the arrow pointing, right in between the two waifus there. You could probably visualize the arrow. Reserved Baconeer seating right here. So yeah, we still get some waifus tomorrow morning. Fear not. I wouldn't leave you high and dry like that, Baconeers. Okay, we can do it all. We can we can have our cake and eat it too. Okay, we can have our cake and eat it too. All right, we're gonna do the tribute to Peter Cullen and Tim Curry, and we got our waifus. We got our reserved Baconeer seating right here. Yeah, I see people already. Is it Team Sheila or Team Diana? Which one's it going to be? Gojira says, hey, that's my spot. That's my spot. Well, don't worry. There's plenty of waifus to go around. These aren't the only ones because we get a new waifu. I really had judged Peter Pan too harshly before, kicking it out into the street, never even giving it a true proper chance. And of course, never extracting the waifu because it's Peter Pan. So shouldn't we have at least a Gyat Fairy waifu in there? That's right. We've got Tinkerbell, redhead Tinkerbell. So I know most people, myself included, will tend to go for whatever the original design, whatever the OG, that's usually the best. But as most rules, there are exceptions. The exception, in fact, proves the rule. So while normally I would say OG Tinkerbell is the best Tinkerbell, well, wait a minute. Have you seen her in red? That's right. We've got redhead supremacy Tinkerbell. And this is actually, it was going through the Tinkerbell scenes. I went through the Captain Hook scenes just to hear some of the voice and see what type of performance he was going with for Captain Hook. Of course, very bombastic as it should be, and delivering quotes that I don't even really know what they mean, which is kind of awesome, kind of makes it even better. But I also noticed, of course, Tinkerbell, how could I not, this redheaded waifu, this Gyat Fairy floating around as I was skimming through the episode. So I stopped and I said, okay, what's going on with Tinkerbell here? Let's see. And this is where I actually noticed, man, the animation in this show is like really good. I never realized it's actually really nice animation. They have very expressive faces. Of course, you have Captain Hook. I played the clip earlier. You saw he had crazy expressions going on for a villain. But then check out Tink here. We got the Gyat Fairy. We got redheaded Tinkerbell here, and of course, little look of concern, but she was given all sorts of faces, man. It was a gold mine of facial expressions. I already knew we'd be getting a whole bunch of new quotes from Captain Hook. Okay, that's its own gold mine. But I didn't realize we had an untapped waifu phrasing. I didn't realize, though, we have an untapped waifu, and she makes all sorts of faces. Of course, we got a little bit of a sploosh going on here. Okay, a little bit. Whoa, buddy, some bedroom eyes. Okay. But of course, what's the first thing I'm going to be looking for? Once I start to realize, hey, this has some pretty nice animation. They're pretty expressive. Well, how many expressions do we actually get? What's the most important one? We better get, okay? If this waifu really is going to be worth wrangling, I mean, she already kind of is, redheaded Gyat Fairy. Who am I kidding? But to follow the train of thought, okay? If this waifu is truly going to be worth wrangling, then it's going to take more than just some bedroom eyes, a little sploosh face. Oh no, let's see you pout. Yeah, tiny pouts, little Gyat Fairy pouts, little sitting on the edge of a cup, full blown face in hand pout, full blown pout. That it's like a full body pout, you know? It's a full body pout. That's what it is. Yeah, little fairy pout. She's not the Gyat Fairy, she's the pout fairy. Yeah, she's the pout fairy now. Little pocket-sized pout, itty bitty. Yeah. But it's a full body because she's so tiny. She has to put her whole body into it, you know? She's so tiny. It's a full body pout. So she's all perched up on the edge of the cup, hunched over, facing hands, pouting it up, basically brooding. I don't know, might be going full-blown brooding. But yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, okay, done deal, you know? Like dusting off the hands, you know? Like, that's it. It's done. It's over. Get her in my stable. Get her in my stable. It's over. The pout fairy. Let's fucking go. So yeah, like I said, just because it's a little lighter on waifus doesn't mean that we're not going to have any. Doesn't mean that we're not going to get a pout fairy here, a brand new waifu to get in your stable. And then, of course, we have our snake waifu, Anaconda, since we do have an episode of Zaiba 9. And though it is heavily focused on Renard and his battle against the boy, we do still get a little bit of Anaconda in there, at least enough worth mentioning. I mean, redhead supremacy, she could be on for like a split second, and I would probably take a screenshot and say, hey, look, Anna's in this episode. Oh man, she's a top waifu though. I love Anaconda, man. She's awesome. She is so awesome. So yeah, we've got a good lineup, guys. It's gonna be a fun time. And then of course, after the tribute is done, even the commercials, not every single one, because I don't know if there are enough for me to fill up all the commercial spots, but a lot of the commercials, every commercial break will have at least one commercial in there with Peter Cullen or Tim Curry or Dolly Parton. They're all spread throughout. So once the tribute portion is done, our final episode of the morning, as a normal 3-hour block, it is, I think I forgot to mention that, but it is, as always, a full 3-hour block, 9 to noon Eastern Standard Time. So as we approach noon, our final show is, of course, Time Jam, Valerian and Laureline. I almost forgot Valerian because who cares, right? It's all about our Pout Queen. It's all about Pout Queen Laureline. And we get, oh my goodness, do we get some pouts, man. The last 2 weeks, she gets crazier and crazier. And apparently it's not stopping anytime soon, because here we are, a 3rd week in a row where Laureline continues to ramp things up. She was becoming self-aware. Then she started to abuse her power, winking, like machine gun rapid fire winking, until she got the item for free that she wanted. So yeah, she became self-aware, started abusing her power, started leaning in to some of the memes so she could get even more attention from the Baconeers, as if all the attention from the pouting wasn't enough. Well, I don't know, man. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know how to describe it this week. She's just like going crazy. She's out of control, because it may look like she's calm here, you know, she's kind of chilling, like calm and collected, but oh no, you guys, well, I'll play the clip first and then I'll ask you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys know what's up. Let me play the clip here.
Are you still brooding?
For tricking me into thinking we were going on holiday? No. I'm not a spiteful person.
No. Oh, she's totally fine. Totally fine. No. Oh, she's brooding. Notice how Valerian, she's not even pouting. She's brooding.
Are you still brooding?
Are you still brooding? And then this is what I was saying right before I played the clip. I'm like, let me play the clip and then I'll ask you guys. You guys know when a waifu says, no, I'm fine. It's all fine. Is everything actually fine? Is it all fine when a waifu tells you it's fine? Is it ever? Ever? actually fine. So Laureline, bit of a J-Law moment, because not only is she pouting, in fact, she's upped it a notch. Bam, she's brooding. She just bumped it up a notch. Now she's brooding. And then, of course, the classic, doesn't matter that it's like 1,000 years in the future. Some things never change, because the classic, oh no, everything's fine. But we know everything's not fine. So she may tell him that she's not brooding. She's not upset that he tricked her about going on holiday, going on vacation. Oh, everything's fine. A few moments later.
We deserve a holiday, Laureline. Liar! Well done, Laureline.
Brutality. Holy shit. Oh, trick me, will ya? Trick me, will ya? And she does the raptor pout.
Yes!
Grass grows, birds fly, and women get pissed over absolutely nothing.
These are just the facts of life. Thank you, Chester Stevens, for the 10 big Bison Bucks. Yeah, these are just the facts of life, you know? What can you do? But yeah, she delivers a raptor pout. We get the classic raptor pout there, which is so funny. That super chat earlier said that Laureline doesn't like elongated E's. She likes the elongated R's for the, and we get one. We get a raptor pout. Yeah, no, not brooding, not upset. Everything's fine.
The brilliant star that shines through the night. The encore performance on the stage of excellence. Riseman stands before you. Do your best, live your best, and keep on shining. Bacon ears, peace sign emoji, cool face emoji.
Thank you, Neo Star. Appreciate you, man. A nice stealth check there, as well as announcing the arrival of Riseman. Thank you so much. So yeah, Laureline, bit of a J-Law moment here. Bit of a J-Law moment. She's over here brooding, telling him everything's fine. And then a few moments later.
We deserve a holiday, Laureline. Liar!
There it is. I love, whoa, buddy, she kicks high. I didn't even realize to be pausing it right there. But I love how it's her charging up. It's basically her going Super Saiyan. Look, she's like, she's going Super Saiyan. Oh, Super Saiyan pouty waifu. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, Kakarot. Kakarot. Yeah. It's pouting up. Outer up. Outer up. Look at the power in those legs, though. Seriously, like all kidding aside, holy shit! It should have been me. Not him. It's not fair. The power in those thighs. Everything is thighs. Everything really is thighs, though. For real. You like waifu or husbando, it doesn't matter. You need to be working out your thighs. Okay, everything is thighs. That's where all the power is. Holy shit, man.
Well done, Laureline.
Brutality. Oh man. So yeah, as we all already knew, she says, no, I'm not brooding. Totally not brooding. Totally fine. Everything is cool. 100% happy. You have done nothing wrong, Valerian. Yeah. Just like a woman. Like fucking Skeletor is just going crazy throughout this whole thing. But of course, she's got to deliver us some new pouts. We get a little bit of the charge up there, the Raptor pout, charging up to go Super Saiyan pout. But we also get this one here too. I like this, the folded arms, almost like the full body pout, you know, that we saw Tinkerbell doing. Coincidence? Another redhead, pouty redhead. Coincidence? I think not. But yeah, we've got the arms crossed. But she's not done though. You know, like I said, she's kind of going out of control. I don't even really know what direction. Before it was like, okay, self-aware, then leaning into the memes, you know, abusing the power. Okay. Now it's like she's just getting violent. You know? Like now she's just flipping Valerian over with her legs, like poutality. And you could probably guess that that was like a simulation. You saw him sort of glitch out there and all this stuff. But even in reality, she starts to get a little violent with the pouts here, even if it's still adorable. Like we're going to be mad at Laureline. Look at this. First, just the freeze frame. I think we've all been there. I think we've all been there. Look on Valerian's face is like, fuck. Yep. Yeah, I stepped in it. I stepped in it. Yep.
I'm not amused.
little pout bonk. A little pouty bonk. Why is she getting so violent though? why are her pouts getting so violent? You know, like the Raptor pout was cute at first, but now she's charging up with it, going Super Saiyan, flipping people over. And then, I mean, they're wearing space helmets. I would imagine it might be dangerous if you got a Kraken one. You know, maybe don't want to have the vacuum of space rush into your spacesuit there, right? No, she's pouting. She's mad, not amused. That's right, not amused. Bonk, a little pouty bonk there.
I'm not amused.
But it's still adorable though. Like I can't stay mad at her. Laureline's too powerful. She's too powerful. I can't even stay mad at her. But you know, it wouldn't really make a difference. She's not going to be stopped. What you think? I mean, she just tried to bonk him through the spacesuit. You know, doesn't even matter if it cracks the helmet and you get imploded in the vacuum of space. Nah, she's pouting. She's got pouting to do. In fact, wrangling Laureline will not even stop her from pouting, okay? You can get her fully wrangled up, wrangled and tangled, and she'll still be pouting.
What's that sense of humor hiding? Let's read his mind and find out. She's
literally all tied up, like wrangled up, completely wrangled up. Doesn't matter. One track mind. She's going to pout. She's going to pout. Yeah, a little grr. Did you hear that? She threw a little grr in there. So angry. These are like angry pouts this week. We get really angry pouts this week. The poutality, the pouty bonk. Now she's wrangled and pouting.
What's that sense?
And also, I'm sure you guys caught a little bit of Frostiflakes there too. She's multitasking. She is eating Frostiflakes while pouting, all while wrangled. This is impressive.
Sense of humor hiding. Let's read his mind and find out.
Very talented waifu here. Very talented waifu. She can eat Frosted Flakes and pout while wrangled, all at the same time. All at the same time. Yeah, she's on a roll, man.
I have never seen a cartoon character pout so much in almost every single episode. Not anime, a cartoon.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even. It's not even like the typical anime waifu that pouts a lot. You know, if we end up getting Laureline running through the ship with a piece of toast in her mouth, it's so over. It's so like there's no coming back. We're all done. We're all finished after that. If Laureline starts running around with a piece of toast in her mouth, it's over. She's got to be stopped. She's getting too powerful. Well, you know what? Good thing. Good thing we might have discovered her secret weakness. We might have a secret weapon against Laureline, something to calm her down. Something that well, I don't know if it's going to calm her down, but you know, just rattle her up a bit, you know, to at least throw her off track so she stops getting out of control. So powerful. She keeps powering up each and every week. We have to do something to derail her. Well, luckily we have a secret weapon. And that secret weapon is Laureline's nickname. Oh, Laureline, who normally is the one giving out the nickname. She's one to dole them out. Of course, we had the little replicating critter that she named Pookie. And then the next episode, for some reason, was renamed to Kookie. She's got other little names that I'm forgetting, but now she's getting the nickname, and we find out it's her secret weakness. Here we go. Do you guys want to guess? Do you guys know what her nickname is? What do you think it might be? What do you think it might be? Cookie. Oh, it's a good one. It's very refined in its simplicity. But here you go.
Hi, it's me, Lolo. Honestly, what would you do without me?
How many times do I have to tell you? Stop calling me Lolo, all right?
Mate, look at this. Look at this. She has to like lean in. Oh, she doesn't like it. She doesn't like Lolo. She doesn't like Lolo. She's upset. Oh no. Oh, she's getting upset. She's getting upset. She doesn't like being called Lolo.
Hi, it's me, Lolo. Honestly, what would you do without me?
How many times do I have to tell you? Stop calling me Lolo, all right? You're as stubborn as a mule. It's rather charming.
We'll find the answer someday, I promise you, Lolo.
If you don't stop calling me Lolo, I'll start calling you Val.
Your terms are acceptable. All right, Lolo. Hey, Lolo. Your terms are acceptable. Okay. I think Valerian, he's got the better end of that deal. He's got the better end of that bargain. Yeah. Okay, Lolo. Just pout. I guess just pout. Yeah. There's other cool guys named Val. You know, you got Val Kilmer, Val Venus. It's not the end of the world. It's not the worst. I know it'll make it a lot easier for me to type out the name of the show. Time Jam, Val, and Lolo. I don't have to type out Valerian and Laureline every time. Just Val and Lolo. Dude, I love listen, if you thought this where she leans in, listen, you don't even have to see it. You can hear the pouting in her voice. This is why Laureline is the pouting queen. I mean, we all already knew she is forever. Her eternal reign as pouting queen is unchallenged already. However, this is just a perfect example. You don't even have to see her. You can hear the pout in her voice.
Lolo.
If you don't stop calling me Lolo, I'll stop.
If you don't stop calling me Lolo. Do you hear that? Like, she's so pouty.
Promise you, Lolo.
If you don't stop calling me Lolo, I'll...
If you don't stop... Oh, she's so mad. You can hear the pout. You don't even have to see her. You can hear the pouting. Don't stop calling me Lola. Holy shit. Pouting Queen Laureline. My goodness. And oh, damn, Tomato says it's a French joke because Lolo means boobs.
Lolo means boobs in French.
Let's go. The perfectly timed big Bison Bucks from Eric Hearts. Lolo means boobs in French. So he's just calling her boobies. He's just
amazing boobies.
He's just calling her boobies. Amazing boobies. Well, I guess just pout. Nice. Hey, Lolo. Nice. Amazing Lolo. Holy fuck. No wonder she gets so mad. No wonder you can hear her pouting.
If you don't stop calling me Lolo, I'll stop.
You can hear her pouting.
Amazing boobies.
Dude, this show keeps getting better and better. Every single week. It just gets better and better. So an awesome ending to our tribute lineup tomorrow morning. 3 shows starring Peter Cullen, 3 shows starring Tim Curry, a bunch of commercials with both of them all throughout, and then this amazing episode of Time Jam, Val and Lolo. So there we go. Our pout queen, Laureline. Yeah, so what does Val mean in French? Now I'm wondering. Well, wait, was the wrestler, Val Venus? I'm starting to think Val might. So it's Time Jam, Dick and Boobs. The French. Dude, I need that on the soundboard. Okay, I know I was quick to get this one on here.
Amazing boobies.
But I need the French. Oh, love it. All right. So that's our lineup. Okay. That's our lineup for tomorrow. I didn't leave anything out this time since we're going full blown tribute. Just went ahead and let you know every show we got for tomorrow. So we got Transformers, Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs, Dungeons and Dragons, Peter Pan and the Pirates, Superhuman Samurai, Cyber Squad, Zaiba 9, and Time Jam, Val and Lolo. So 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be a full 3-hour block. Looking forward to seeing you there. We are going to be enjoying the performances, the prolific careers of these legends as we celebrate the lives they led and the legacies they leave behind as we carry them on. It's going to be awesome, guys. So Volume 168 tomorrow morning. Looking forward to that. And then, of course, we've got the Anime Grindhouse tomorrow night, midnight Eastern Standard Time. This will be over on Bacon Bits as it normally is. And of course, we have something else that I feel serves as a good dose of medicine, just in case, in the off chance that you happen to still be a little bummed after Val and Lolo. I don't know how anybody could still be bummed out after Lolo. Pouting in your face. Lolo in your face. Lolo in your face. How could you still be bummed? But in the off chance, we've got one final dose of medicine for you with the Anime Grindhouse, some wholesome Chungus waifus. You're under arrest, or as we've come to call it, you're being detained. You're under detained because I don't think they actually ever arrest anybody. They're too nice. They're too sweet. They're too nice. These wholesome Chungus waifus. Of course, Yoriko, she's mostly wholesome Chungus. She has a devious side, though. That's another thing I need to add to the hotkeys. Have her pop up doing her little heh heh heh. She's a mischievous little waifu, wascally little waifu. But no, they're all like wholesome Chungus waifus. We've been enjoying the hell out of this anime. It's actually been getting really good too here as we approach the end of the series. A little unfortunate, a little bittersweet. We are at the end of the series, but fear not. We're not going to end it just yet. We've got tomorrow night's Anime Grindhouse where we finish the series proper. However, there are some specials. In fact, a good handful of specials, enough to make a whole nother volume out of just them before we even get into the movies and stuff. So we will have You're Under Arrest tomorrow night. One final dose of medicine to cheer you up in case Lolo wasn't enough. We've got the wholesome Chungus waifus of You're Being Detained. You're Under Arrest tomorrow night, and then we'll have another dose next week as well. So in case you were a little bummed out thinking, oh man, this is it, this is the finale, it's gone after this, fear not, we've got the specials, enough of them in fact to make a whole nother volume next week. And not only that, I got them on DVD, so they will be very nice quality too, because sometimes when you look for the stuff that's not like part of the main series, whether it's the OVA or these specials as they call them, because they weren't in everybody's, or I should say as many people's collection as the main series was, then you're not always guaranteed to be able to find a good quality. So I just got a DVD. All right, I just got a DVD. So we've got excellent DVD quality of the specials coming up next week. We've got the series finale tomorrow night. So we've got plenty more of our wholesome Chungus waifus to carry us through these difficult times. All right. I know I could use a good Yoriko. I love when she, you know, something's about to happen. Shit's about to go down when you hear the I'm putting that on the hot. That's going to be on there next. I got a couple things I need to add, but that one's going on there next. So that'll be the Anime Grindhouse tomorrow night, midnight Eastern Standard Time, over on Bacon Bits. That's the second channel where we host the Anime Grindhouse, as well as some live action jank, a lot of fun shows from the 90s, things like The Adventures of Sinbad and Forever Night. So if you guys are interested in anything like that, go ahead and check out Bacon Bits as well, in addition to the Anime Grindhouse. All right. Time for the Nostalgia Spotlight. As mentioned before, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of deep cut clips here that I have for you guys. Some of the lesser known voice roles, or in my opinion anyway, from what I've seen, the ones that people don't talk about quite as much as their more well-known roles. And when Tim Curry, in that case, it is especially, I don't think I've ever seen anyone talk about it. The one with Peter Cullen, a lot of you guys will recognize it. It's not like it's unheard of or anything. It's just not the one that I see. You know, everybody talks about Optimus Prime, and then I think Eeyore is probably the second most one. So this one's just a little bit lesser talked about, but the Tim Curry one, full-blown deep cut. I'll be astonished if any of you guys have heard of it at all. And then we also had a few super chats come in, and looks like we had some links sent in here for some of your guys' personal favorite clips of these legends here. So we're going to go through all of that. We're going to go through all of that here in the Nostalgia Spotlight, and then we'll do the waifu roundup. So we should still be finishing up right around midnight. So first up, let's play this clip here from Peter Cullen. And like I said, not necessarily a super deep cut. I think most of you guys probably knew that he did this role, but it's just not one of the ones I see circulating quite as much. So let's give it some love here. I'm talking about Toonami, if you guys remember the Toonami promos. And that's what I mean when I say that most people probably don't associate Peter Cullen, because Steve Bloom, who took over voicing Tom, that little CGI robot guy, that's what I would think most people associate with Toonami, I myself included. You know, I always think of Tom walking through the ship, you know, with the little lo-fi beat going in the background as the intro to every Toonami. And that's kind of what I associate with it. But then I realized, oh, that's right. Peter Cullen actually did some epic promos, but really kind of before they got into the whole thing with Tom. You know, they just had these promos. They still use the lo-fi beats and all, but it was mostly just footage of whatever they were promoting. So let's play one of my personal favorites here, both the promotion and the thing that he's promoting. Very fond memories of both. We have the Toonami promo for Char's Counterattack. Take it away, Mr. Cullen.
14 years after the one-year war, the armed forces yearn for redemption. Char, the leader of this rabble, has hatched a plan.
We will discipline the people who continue to live on Earth and eliminate the source of any wars in Earth's sphere.
Under the guise of surrender, Zeon will make their final assault.
What are they up to? Char, what can you think?
Deeming Earthlings so vile a creature, Char schemes to save the planet by destroying the people.
The Earth cannot go on like this any longer. No one has a right to punish human beings that way.
Only the Londo Bell, Amuro Ray, and his Gundam stand in their way.
Mobile Suit Gundam. Char's Counterattack. Saturday, January 4th at 11 p.m. An Adult Swim exclusive. Revenge is a dish best served cold.
Fucking epic. Fucking epic, right? And yeah, it's like if you're a fan of Gundam, you're probably familiar with Char's Counterattack. So it's like a cherry on top that you got Optimus Prime narrating it. But even if you've not seen it, if you're not familiar with Gundam, didn't that look fucking badass, right? And then of course with Optimus Prime narrating it, just he could make you want to watch anything, right? Just about, right? So fucking awesome. I love those old Toonami promos. And yeah, even I tend to sort of just get caught up in thinking about the Tom era of Toonami, but definitely got to remember the Peter Cullen promos. They were fucking epic. That one in particular stands out in my mind. That's why I wanted to share it with you guys. Now for Tim Curry, this one is a true deep cut, okay? I know a lot of you guys probably also remember the Toonami stuff, but this one, I have not seen anyone mention it when there's, oh, he was in Legend, and he was in Home Alone 2, and he was in Clue and Rocky Horror, and all, they're mentioning all the things. He was in Congo, you know, like all the stuff that he was in, right? Never hear anyone mention this particular one. And it's kind of surprising because, yeah, I mentioned just a second ago, the movie Legend, where he plays, the character's name is Darkness, who is basically the devil.
My personal fave Tim Curry role ever since I love the books. Time start 2:11.
Thank you, na. Appreciate you. But yeah, you know, a lot of people, myself included, love the movie Legend because Tim Curry is in there. He plays a character named Darkness, but it's basically the devil. If you've seen Legend, or even if you haven't seen the movie, you've probably seen pictures of the costume. And yeah, he's the devil. He's basically playing Satan, right? Oh man, that time Tim Curry played the devil. Oh my goodness, right? It's pretty awesome, right? But nobody ever talks about the other time he played the devil. Did you know that Tim Curry has played Satan more than once? You know, it wasn't just in Legend. In Legend, really, it's mostly the visual, because Legend is very much like this, you know, sort of like fairy tale, fantastical movie, right? So even though Tim Curry's character Darkness looks like Satan, looks like the devil, it's not quite exactly, you know, just kind of looks like him, and you know, whatever. There was another time where Tim Curry played Satan, and it was actually Satan. I'm talking in the Garden of Eden, Satan, talking to the first ever waifu, Eve, Satan.
One more sent to your DMs.
Thank you, Michael Russum. All right, let's check out this deep cut. The other time Tim Curry played the devil.
Oh, I'm sorry if I startled you. Where's Adam?
He's, tending to the olive trees.
Oh, but all your pretty fruit is bruised now. Come, I'll show you the sweetest delight in the garden as a surprise for Adam.
Really?
Come.
All right.
Here.
But this is the one tree in the garden we cannot touch. This is the forbidden fruit.
Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? Surely not.
We may eat.
No wonder, you know, it's no wonder that Eve ate the fruit and caused the fall of all mankind. Now it all makes sense.
That's more like it. I'm all hot and bothered. Ooh, so exciting.
I prefer the Gnostic interpretation of Genesis. If you know, you know.
Thank you, Chester Stevens. Holy shit, massive dono right there. Getting Bayonet all hot and bothered. Maybe it was Tim Curry's voice doing it. I don't know. I'd say it's the size of that dono. Thank you, Chester Stevens. Holy shit, man. That was amazing. You have actually taken Stream Boss with that one, making 200 hit points on your health bar. Whoa, buddy. We definitely need to get the pizza rolls raining and get that waifu dangling. That's right. She's wrangled and dangled. Kitty's job has been completed.
Pardon me. Pontsu.
But yes, thank you, man. Amazing, amazing support from the Baconeers tonight. It's going to be a good waifu roundup. But yeah, is it any wonder? Is it any wonder why Eve fell for the tricks here and caused the fall of man? Of course, it all makes sense now. Tim Curry. It's kind of like how Optimus Prime can make anything sound cool. Yeah, like the promo from Toonami. Optimus Prime makes anything sound cool, right? Well, Tim Curry, hide your wife. Yeah. Hide your wife. Tim Curry, make any waifu sploosh, basically. So yeah, it all makes sense now.
The fruit of any tree in the garden, except for the tree in the middle of the garden. God has forbidden us to either touch or eat the fruit of that tree. For if we do, we shall die.
You believe that nonsense? Of course you will not die. God knows that as soon as you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you and Adam will be like gods yourselves. You will know good and evil.
Why is the fruit shaped like yams? Are yams fruit? I thought yams were vegetables. Why? Seriously, serious question. Serious question. Not like for real though. Like I really do. I want to know why is the forbidden fruit shaped like yams? I do want to know. But yeah, so there you go. One that you might not have known before. This was an animated series called The Greatest Adventure, Stories from the Bible. And each episode contained, usually they would focus on one, but sometimes they might cover a couple different stories from the Bible and just kind of combine it into one episode. But it was like, kids in quote unquote present day, modern time. This was back in the 80s when this cartoon came out. And, it'd be like the framing device, they'd be getting into trouble or something like that. And then, of course, an adult or somebody responsible would come in and try to teach them a lesson by going through a Bible story. And then they would then show the Bible story. Since it's an animated series, they could just show.
Here's my contribution, lol.
Thank you, Soul Edge. Appreciate you, man. And thus we got Tim Curry voicing Satan for a second time. I'm wondering if there's been other times. There's probably been other times when he's voiced the devil and tempting Eve, the original waifu, the first waifu, with yam-shaped fruit, the fruit of good and evil. Crazy shit. So wanted to share that with you guys. Figured you might get a kick out of that. And of course, it serves also as a tribute to the late great Tim Curry. And of course, we got Peter Cullen in there as well. So let's check out some of the clips that you guys have been sending in. Let me go back here to the earliest one. I believe it was from Loki. Loki says, "Yo ho ho, hoist the colors."
When I was just a lad, looking for my true vocation, my father said, "Now, son, this choice deserves deliberation. Though you could be a doctor, or perhaps a financier, my boy, why not consider a more challenging career?" Hey ho ho, you'll cruise the foreign shores. See you, lads. Show me these.
ケーキだったらこれぐらい普通でしょ?
You decide to watch later Peter Cullen Toonami promo. 1 minute long, at least get past 50-second mark. Still blows my mind, Peter said kush kush.
That's more like it. I'm all hot and bothered. Ooh, so exciting.
No wonder God got mad. They eat his favorite yam fruit.
Exactly. Yeah, he said, "Those are mine. Don't touch them. No touch. Don't touch." Apparently Adam was beer drinking dwarf and he said, I'm going to touch the yam fruit. Oh man, thank you to Ark88. Massive dono right there, getting Bayonet all hot and bothered yet again. My goodness, thank you guys. Massive support tonight. Let's fucking go.
Practicing out of doors. True friendship and adventure are what we can't live without.
And when you're a professional pirate,
That's what the job's about.
Upstage, lads.
Upstage. This is my only song number. The fourth wall breaks in this movie. We actually watched this one after channel surfing on Wednesday. As soon as that stream ended, we headed into the OBTV Discord and watched Muppet Treasure Island. Good times, good times. Thank you, Loki, for that. All right, let's go. I think we got a couple more here that were sent in for the nostalgia spotlight. I just got to find them. Let's see. I'm looking for links. Helps if you put the links at the start. I guess it's a bit confusing because channel surfing, I always say put the link. Oh no, wait, I say put the link at the start of channel surfing too, don't I? I don't know. It's too much to keep track of sometimes. But let me check here because I know there were a couple more. Let's see. I would have never known this awesome opening scene. Is this it? No, that was referring to something else. One second, guys. I'm looking for the other clips. I know you guys sent in other ones. Here we go. Soul Edge. Here's my contribution. Oh, Michael, yours are in the DMs.
send out the saucer.
Wait, is that? I was not prepared for Peter Cullen jank.
Send out the saucer.
I like to imagine that's actually Peter Cullen, like under the mask too. Like when they hired him, he thought it was just the voice acting. They're like, no, we need you to wear the space lizard costume too. We need you to be the space lizard too. We couldn't afford another actor. We got you. Yeah, we got you for the voice, but I mean, while you're here.
Dispatch the hopping droid.
It's no use, Captain. He's attacking the mothership.
Quick, put him on the screen. They ugly.
Dude, holy shit. That explosion was pretty gnarly. Damn. They're fucking dead. Yeah, this guy. If it was a little higher resolution, I'd say this is profile picture worthy. Space lizard. Hell yeah. Thank you, Soul Edge. Excellent stuff. All right. Storm Shield says, here's a later Peter Cullen Toonami promo. I was waiting for it.
Kush, kush.
Kush, kush. Dude, I love how he makes it sound so serious too. This little fucking hamster running around, but he's like, the fate of the world hangs in the balance. This tiny hamster will save us all. Like it's so serious. Kush, kush. I might have to clip that one too. You know what? In fact, if I can't find a good nice for the boobies, maybe we can have amazing boobies. Kush, kush. Holy shit. I might actually like that better. I don't even know if I'm going to bother.
A lot of people never saw this Tim Curry in-game cutscene. https www.youtube.com watch v equals
Thank you, Ninjetti.
U59.
That's right. We've got some over on
times.
Coffee too. We got some clips over on Coffee too. But yeah, I might not even bother looking for a good nice. We already have. We have amazing boobies. Kush, kush. Fucking perfect. All right. Thank you, Storm Shield, man. Storm Shield sent that one in. Good stuff. Let's see. I believe there was maybe one or two others on Stream Elements. I just want to make sure I don't miss any of the ones on Stream Elements because I know there's some on Coffee. I know that for a fact. And that one shows me more of the message. It's easier to find. I think I got the Stream Elements one. All right, so let's check out here over on Coffee. We got a few more clips for our nostalgia spotlight. And let's see, Mistress. Okay, oh yeah, that was the lyrics. Man, Brazzle with the lyrical super chats, man. Fucking awesome. Okay, the Duo Maxwell. Yes, Duo Maxwell says one final salute with taps to Hayden, Dolly, Tim, and Peter. We now need to be made of sterner stuff more than ever. For all of them, I say for all of us too. '07 in the chat. '07. R.I.P. Thank you, Duo Maxwell. Man, really good. You guys are on fire. It's not even channel surfing. You guys are on fire sending in these clips. Robert Benson's got one for us. He says, here is the clip that I told you about yesterday. Start at 2 minutes and play as much as you want. All right. Let's check it out. Robert Benson. No. Oh, right. And sorry for not immediately remembering. I got sent a bunch of clips over the past few days from numerous people. Everybody wanting to share their favorite moments, which is great. I love getting clips like that. But let's check out this particular one here from Robert Benson.
And I read the copy, and Larry is just coming out. His voice, the way he talked to me. And it said, you know, I'm Optimus Prime. No, it was, my name is Optimus Prime.
What's the matter, Chip?
I guess I was hoping Devastator might join the Autobots for good, but that's probably just a dumb old dream.
Hang on.
Yep, you are retarded. That was the stupidest thing you've ever thought of, Chip. Devastator will never join the Autobots. You're a big dummy. Hate to break it to you, Chip, but you're stupid.
He's still like patting him on the back too. Like he's still like kneeled down and patting him on the back while he says it.
I'm sorry, Chip, but your elevator doesn't go to the top floor. I hate to break it to you. The lights are on, but nobody's home. If you thought Devastator was really going to join the Autobots, well, you probably think the sky is green. Just stay in your crippled lane. I know you got wheels, but leave the rolling out to the Autobots.
Oh, why is he Optimus just being such a dick?
The only proper way to finish.
Thank you, Chester Stevens. Optimus just being a dick for no reason.
You should absolutely VA op. This broadcast reminds me of my favorite dive bars. All hail everybody, you classy cats.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for the big Bison Bucks. 10 big Bison Bucks right there. Solid Snake. Oh man, it's fun though. I don't know why. My whole life I've thought it was just the funniest thing in the world for Optimus to be an asshole. You know, because he's like so nice. Like it's so antithetical to like the actual character that it's just funny to me because he would never actually act like that. So any time where I can picture him just completely out of character, but like still like the video screenshot where he's still like kneeling down. Here it is. He's still like kneeling down, like patting him on the back. So like it looks nice, but he's like being an asshole. I don't know, man. It always cracks me up. But thank you, Robert Benson. That was an awesome clip. Let's see. I think Prince of the Abyss. Yes, Prince of the Abyss has another one for us. He says, this is a cutscene of one of my favorite games with Tim Curry as one of the villains. Let's fucking go.
Well, well. Bryce Cousland's little boy, all grown up and still trying to fit into Daddy's armor. I thought Logain made it clear that your pathetic family is gone and forgotten. Your parents died on their knees. Your brother's corpse rots in Ostagar, and his brat was burned on a scrap heap along with his anti whore of a wife. And what's left? A fool husk of a son, likely to end his days under a rock in the deep roads. Even the wardens are gone. You're the last of nothing. This is pointless. You've lost.
Kick ass. Hold on. I think he wanted me to skip to 222. I'm assuming there's a good phrase there.
What?
I hope I don't get blood all over me again.
Maybe not. I don't know. I might have missed something. But still, what game is this? Dragon Age. Okay, Dragon Age Origins. I didn't know Tim Curry was in that at all. But thank you, Prince of the Abyss. All right, let's see. We have another from Prince of the Abyss. He says, and for Peter Cullen, not only he did a few of his favorite heroes and villains, he also did one of the greatest evil laughs in movie history. And Prince of the Abyss says, many of you probably didn't know that. I am thinking that a lot of you did know. But let's see. Let's find out. Yeah, he did the Predator laugh, but he also did the little clicky noise, like basically all the iconic sounds that came from this first Predator movie that would be carried on through practically all the Predator movies. I mean, especially the little click noises they make, but they would even reference that laugh later on. Yeah, it was Peter Cullen. Yep. Peter Cullen voiced the Predator. Yeah, buddy. I remember finding that out later. It's not like I knew that my whole life or anything. I did find it out later, but it was like, I want to say it was like early 2000s or so. It was around the time of when I was going to like anime conventions and sci-fi conventions and comic book, and you were just around a bunch of people that knew all this shit. Like you would just talk to so many people, like they all knew way more stuff than I did. At least that's what it felt like. And yeah, that was the first time I heard about Peter Cullen being the voice of the Predator, was hanging out at some sci-fi convention in the early 2000s. Still cool though, man. Still very cool. Thank you, Prince of the Abyss, for the clip. Ninjetti is up next. Ninjetti says a lot of people never saw this Tim Curry in-game cutscene. I'm loving the video game clips. Yeah, because he did a lot of video game stuff. Oh, hey, it's a classic. Let's fucking go.
Commander, you've rained on my glorious parade. For this, I'm sending everything I've got at you. But I won't let you have the satisfaction of catching me. I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
I love how you can see him holding in the laughter. Like, it's not, he's good, okay? He's a pro. This is why he's a legend, because he cleverly disguises it as just a quirk of the character. But no, he's trying not to laugh. He's trying so hard not to laugh right here.
That hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
He almost cracked. He almost cracked. You can see it. Buddy. Yeah, he's having a blast. That's what makes it awesome. And that goes for really anything. Like when you can see, I think that's why we like the cheese and the jank, the stuff that we like watching these movies and stuff that are so cheesy and so janky. It's because most of the time the people involved are having a blast. And so it doesn't really matter how cheesy and janky it is. You're having fun because they're having fun. And then you add in the fact that you're watching it with the Baconeers and we're all riffing together. Why did it sound like you said arse at the end? It's fucking weird pronunciation. Oh, buddy. But thank you. No. I'm sorry. That was Ninjetti. I'm sorry. The in names. I'm getting a little confused. The Noid, on Wednesday, he dropped the N-bomb on me. But yeah, Ninjetti, thank you for that one. I know Nana does have a clip for us. I think Chester Stevens does as well. So let me head back over to Stream Elements here. And let's see. It was Nana says, my personal favorite Tim Curry role ever since I loved the books. Start at 2:11. All right, let's check it out.
Get back to your spying.
Oh shit, he's already talking, but hold on. Let me get it queued up to where you want it. There we go.
And your father did this to me. The truth? You want to know the truth, Mouse? Matthias, warrior of Redwall, will know pain when his only son is made to suffer as Slagar has suffered. That is the truth, Mouse. And that is a promise.
Damn. His line delivery is so fucking epic. It's insane. And he makes it seem like effortless too. Like the words just flow, it's fucking wild how he does it. It's impressive. That's what makes him a legend though, But yeah, this is from Redwall. And I kind of thought about, I was like, because I'm pretty sure, unless something has changed, I'm pretty sure that this is available to play on YouTube. Like you can upload it and not get a strike or whatever. And I was thinking about it, but maybe it would be better as its own, like just upload its own separate volume instead of trying to mix it in with other shows. But yeah, this one's a classic. I did see people talking about Redwall, saw quite a few people talking about it. In fact, this exact video, the best moments of Tim Curry in Redwall was in my recommended. Like YouTube, they knew. And so yeah, they actually put that one in my recommended the other day. Let me see. I think there was that clip that that Prince of the Abyss had sent in. Where did it go? Because he got the timestamp wrong, but I see him in the chat. See if I can find that real quick. I got too many tabs open here. 322.
Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
Blech. All right. Let's go. Let's see. That was Nana on Stream Elements. I think Chester Stevens had sent in one that we didn't get to. Yes, Chester Stevens says the only proper way to finish taps. Did we watch this? We watched the taps video, right? Oh no, this is a different one. There you go. Proper finish to that there. Thank you, Chester Stevens. All right. I did a couple of refreshes. I don't think I missed any clips. If you guys sent in a clip and you didn't see it get played just now, let me know. It's a little difficult to find them because it's not
Curry
like channel
was a true
surfing.
Baconeer.
Oh, Soul Edge. Speaking of, Soul Edge just sent one here. But yeah, it's a little difficult because channel surfing, I just go through every single one because they all got clipped. This one, it's a little more difficult to find them. But hopefully I got them all. Like I said, if I missed yours, just like ping me in chat or something. But we do got one more here from Soul Edge, and then we're going to get to the waifu roundup. So we will end up probably going a little bit past midnight, but don't worry. The movie is only 90 minutes. It's not going to keep you up too terribly late. Plus, it'll be worth it. It's got Jank. It's got Tim Curry. It even's got Yams. But let's check out here this clip from Soul Edge.
Thank you.
It's another one from the same game, and I know this clip just as well as the space one actually, because I was actually a fan of these games, and once they were uploaded, the clips, cutscenes, that's the word I'm looking for. Once the cutscenes were all uploaded to YouTube, where you could just watch them on demand, and people had spliced them all together like a movie, I would go through them, man. Like I was real into this back in the day, so I know exactly what's coming here. Hopefully they got the sound effects in here, because you guys already know I'd be putting those sound effects when something's about to happen. You'll know.
Thank you.
Dude. There it is. Let's go.
Dude, he's checking her cheeks.
Dude. Wait. Let me get the perfect the perfect freeze frame.
Dude, he's checking her cheeks.
I love how they added in the boom though.
Yes, my.
That's going on the hotkey. That needs to be a pop-up. This might even be a super chat pop-up. It's so fucking perfect.
Dude, he's checking her cheeks.
It never gets old. Oh yeah, yes, he is a true Baconeer. Thank you, Soul Edge, for that one. Speaking of true Baconeer, and we do need to get to the waifu roundup, but a couple more things here because we got channel surfing coming up. Oh shit! And then Michael had sent in DMs. Damn, this is gonna go late. We got a late. Yeah, we got a late one here. Oh no, it's on Discord. Hold on. Sending me stuff to Discord is not always the best option.
Any final parting words you'd like to share with
there we go.
the universe of fans out there, Transformers?
I have one. I mean, during this particular time, I can say it, it's,
We are all in this together. It is a trial, but we are together. And when one thinks that he is alone, this is not the time to think. This is the time to remember. We are together, and through this, we will survive.
Yeah, sorry there's no visual. That's what I'm saying. Like sending stuff to Discord's not always the best because there's no way for me to put it on screen for you without like downloading the video and opening it. It's going to take too much time. We're running late. But the audio works, so we're going to go with audio.
Stricken with total amnesia.
I don't know who any of you are. I don't even remember who I am.
The crew struggle to find their true identities
You and I could be married.
and discover they're in the midst of an alien war.
We've been ordered to cross into Lycian territory and destroy their central command.
There could be thousands of lives at stake.
Next time on Star Trek, The Next Generation.
That's awesome. I didn't know he did Next Generation promos. And I watched Next Generation back in the day. I don't remember Peter Cullen doing TNG promos. How do I, man, that's kind of awesome though. That's pretty fucking cool, man. Thank you, Michael Russum. Sorry that I almost missed those and that we aren't able to get the visual on the screen, but the audio works. The audio works because usually it's T-Bone sending the songs or whatever. But thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. All right, so let's talk about real quick the channel surfing theme coming up, as well as the movie that normally we started at midnight, but we got a couple more things. We got the waifu roundup, which we're not skipping that. We got too much to do in the waifu roundup. We're not skipping that. So it'll be starting a little bit past midnight, basically whenever this stream is done. As soon as this stream is over and the credits are done rolling, I will fire up this movie in OBTV in the Discord. There is a link to join in the description if you're not already in there. I made sure it was working before the stream starts. So if you're not already in the Discord, join via the link in the description. We have a VC in there. We have a couple in there. In fact, there's a gaming channel, music, and 2 broadcast channels. We got OBTV, which is like the main one, where basically it's like a TV station we got going 24/7. However, sometimes because it is going about 24/7, sometimes we have stuff like a marathon or a theme. It may not be everybody's bag. So we've got Channel 6 News, April O'Neil. Well, it's not just news. It's just the alternate channel. So where in case we're doing a marathon like Toku Sunday, for instance, I know Tokusatsu isn't everybody's bag. So you can jump over into Channel 6 and watch alternative programming, something other than Tokusatsu, just using that as an example. But basically with all of those combined, we've got stuff going on 24/7 in OBTV. Plus, it's a great way to hang out in between these live streams and Saturday morning cartoon broadcasts and just hang out with the Baconeers. We keep the memes going. We got people posting their own memes using Photoshop and AI and all sorts of stuff to make these crazy memes. It's a really good time. So jump in there if you're not already in there via the link in the description, and be ready for tonight's midnight movie, even though it'll be starting a little bit past midnight, starring one Mr. Tim Curry in a role that I don't see that many people talk about. I was kind of aiming for something similar to what we got with that clip that I showed of Adam and Eve, where he was voicing the serpent in the garden. Don't see a lot of people talk about that one. So how about a live action variety of that? And we got one of my personal favorite shows. Now, unfortunately, he wasn't in every episode, just this one episode, because the first season of this show was handled a little differently than most shows. Instead of doing like 13 episodes or whatever, they just did 4. But each of those 4 episodes was a movie. And they were kind of like their own self-contained adventure. So if you just caught whichever one of those movies, they each kind of served as a way to sort of bring you into the show. And then season 2, 3, and 4 would then be episodes, normal episodes that would carry on the plot. So this is the second movie, or second episode, if you will, of that first season. And as I said, featuring Tim Curry. And you guys know, you guys know it is Lex. So like I said, you're in for some jank. You've got Tim Curry. You even got yams in this one. This is the only one with full-blown yams out. So you guys won't want to miss this one. And if you need any incentive, if you're like, well, just how janky are we talking? How crazy has Tim Curry, is he turning it up to 11 in this one? Here's a hint.
Yes! A female! I will live again!
A what? You are the fertile female I've been waiting for.
So I know that especially after those clips that were sent in where he's checking her cheeks, he was a full-blown baconeer, makes this clip even better. A female, a fertile female. Like, whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. So yeah, we got Lex, which is a classic late 90s, early 2000s Canadian janky sci-fi show, and it's got it all. It's got it all. The music is awesome. The cast is great. We got Tim Curry in this one. They got yams out in this one. It's got it all. It's got it all. It's got a female. So that's what we're watching tonight as soon as this stream is over. We've got channel surfing, the stream coming up on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We do every Wednesday. And we focus on a different theme every Wednesday as we catch the nostalgia wave and take a deep dive. And all this month in August, we were doing reruns. Summer, that's something that sort of goes hand in hand with the summertime, is reruns. And so that's what we did all month long in August. However, this coming Wednesday, channel surfing, will be in September. We're done. We're done in August. No more reruns. That means it's time for a few more original themes for the month of September until we hit October, where of course it'll be Halloween all month long. So as we start off September with channel surfing as a way to not only get a new theme that we have not done before, but also as a way to still pay tribute, pay homage to these legends, Peter Cullen, Tim Curry. So basically, there's a lot. I mean, not just this week. We've had a lot in the recent years of some of our beloved entertainers that are from our childhood pass on. So I thought a good way to sort of feature them and spotlight them with not really putting like a negative spin, because I did see some good recommendations. People were saying, well, why don't you do a channel surfing theme where it's people who have passed away? While I do get the sentiment, it's a nice sentiment, I don't really like focusing on them being gone. It's like how I started out tonight's stream. Let's celebrate the legacy that they left, the influence, the effect that they had on us, and let's celebrate that, because I think that's what they would prefer, and that's what is going to keep the legend alive, is not us being sad about it, but us being happy about it and celebrating it. So I think that's what actually would keep the legend alive and honor them even better. So rather than just a theme focusing on people who have passed, let's do, since both Peter and Tim have had such prolific voice acting careers, and here's a theme that is yet another one where I'm kind of wondering, why have we not done this before? Well, I guess because now was the right time. Maybe everything does happen for a reason. You know what I mean? Because it wouldn't have been the right time. Now is the right time. Because what we're going to do for Wednesday's channel surfing theme is voice actors and voice actresses. Your favorite, your most beloved, or maybe just the ones that stand out in your brain, but your all-time top voice actors, voice actresses. Of course, this will encompass Tim Curry. This will encompass Peter Cullen. many others as well, but it also will keep it from being too heavily focused on death, for lack of a better word. You know, we'll have people that are still alive and with us, but of course you can also focus on legends that have moved on as well. So I think that's a good way to honor that, to pay tribute while still being a new theme, but also keep it positive, keep it uplifting, and we can all enjoy it, have a good time, as we always do. You guys always bring in the best clips, fire clips each and every week. And so I think that's the way to do it. Okay. That's the way to do it. And that's what we're going to do. So Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern will be voice acting themed nostalgia. It can be voice actors, voice actresses, of course, waifus. We got a lot of favorite waifu voices out there too. So whatever you got, if it's a personal favorite, if it's something you feel is an all-time classic that you want to share, maybe something really obscure, maybe a voice role that an actor is well known, but the role is not, like how I was playing you that Bible clip with Tim Curry. Everybody knows Tim Curry. Not a lot of people know that he was in that cartoon. So yeah, whatever you want to go, you can approach it any kind of way, whether it's a personal favorite, something well-known and classic, or maybe just a deep cut, obscure, that will catch a lot of people by surprise. Either way, I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. As I mentioned, you guys always bring fire clips each and every week. So looking forward to that Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, kicking off September. We're going to have a few more new original themes for the month of September before we hit October with Halloween. So that'll be awesome. All right, guys. I know it's a little after midnight. We're up against the clock trying to get to that midnight movie. Tim Curry, Yams, Jank, it's got it all. But it's only 90 minutes, so even though we're starting a little late, it won't keep you up too terribly long. So you can still get some rest for Saturday morning cartoons. Plus, this waifu roundup's going to be worth it, okay? It's going to be worth it, so don't go anywhere just yet. In fact, tune up those Wrangle devices. Make sure they are tuned up in tip-top condition, because we're going to head to the front of the ship here. We got all the meters ready to go. In fact, let me do a little bit of quick math here. Luckily, buddy, American cards, let's fucking go. Get those guitars up. It's time to rock out. Let's fucking go. Oh yeah, it's a fucking party. Holy shit. Let's go. Chat, let's fucking go. Oh shit, she almost went overboard. Grinding on the chat.
No rest for the wicked.
No kidding, man. Wait, are you calling me wicked? Hold on a second. Wait just a minute here. No, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Holy shit, massive generosity. Massive generosity from the Bacon Ears tonight. This is crazy. All right. Well, hey, let's update the meter one more time there. There we go. Okay. Now we got to head to the front of the ship and actually fill those meters up. The perpetual waifu machine. You know, the waifus go whack for the stack. So let's see just exactly how many we're wrangling tonight. Something tells me we're going to get a full stable. In fact, I think we're going to have a Bacon Ear stable. That's 5 + 1, maybe even more. I don't know. Let's find out. Here we go. Here we go. It's pouting time. All right, that's 1 meter. It's moving. It's moving, buddy. Let's go. That's 2. It's not slowing down. It's not slowing down at all. That's 3. It's still going. Still going. That's 4. Oh, buddy. Let's go. That's 5. Holy shit. That's 6. It's still going. Oh, buddy. That's 7. Yeah, shit. I forgot the music. I'm sorry. I got a little excited here. I forgot the music. That's 8. I'm sorry. I forgot about the music. It's still fucking going. Holy shit. That's 9. It's finally slowing down. We are about a quarter of the way to the next meter. 9 waifus. Holy shit. 9 waifus. Almost 2 stables. more than a bacon ear stable, almost 2 full stables. We are a quarter of the way to waifu number 10. Holy shit, guys. Whoa, buddy. That's a lot of waifus to wrangle. See, this is why I tell you, you got to keep those wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top condition, because we got a lot of waifus to wrangle. You can't just be letting them roam free. All right? You can't just be letting them roam free, okay? So be sure to like up the stream if you've enjoyed the madness tonight. If you have enjoyed the tribute to Peter Cullen and Tim Curry, like up the stream. If you're ready to wrangle some waifus, like up the stream, okay? And if you happen to be new, well, stick around. I love seeing new faces, but stick around, become a familiar face, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We have a good time over here, okay? And don't take my word for it. Just ask any of the Baconeers. You don't have to take my word for it. Baconeers will tell you. We have a good time over here. And thank you guys for supporting the channel. Whoa, holy shit! Getting mesmerized.
I summon the hand of command. Let us pray the pimp's prayer.
Mesmerized! 10 waifus!
Pushing it to 10.
Whoa, buddy! Whoa, buddy, look at that. That filled the rest of the meter perfectly. It's flat now. It's flat. Double mesmerized. Double mesmerization. Whoa, buddy. 10 waifus. 10 waifus. Whoa, buddy. All right. Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right. Definitely like up the stream for 10 waifus. Like up the stream for 2 stables worth of waifus. Let's fucking go. All right. So first up, first waifu coming to us from Master Krakken. That's right. Summer of Krakken still going. You know, technically September is a summer month. You know, the autumnal equinox doesn't happen until September 20th. That's like just the last week of September is fall. So really, we got quite a few bit more weeks of summer left. We're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna get all the bikini season we can. That's right. Look at Gojira. Gojira knows. He knows. That's right. Birdie. That's Birdie. So we had Mighty Birdie. That's like her default setting. And then she dressed as Black Canary, Birdie of Prey. Now is it Birdie in the Shell? Do we have Birdie in the Shell?
We're gonna need a bigger stable.
Dude, we're gonna need a fleet of stables, okay? We're gonna need a whole fleet. I don't even, what do they call, what do they call, you know, it's like a school of fish, a murder of crows. Is it a flock of waifus? Like, what do we call it? A fleet of waifus? What do we call it? But thank you, Merrick, for the visit from the Gyat Fairy there. But yeah, so we had Birdie the Mighty, that's her default. Then Birdie has Black Canary, Birdie of Prey. And now is it Birdie in the Shell? Birdie in the Shell? Is that, what are we going to go with here? What are we going to, a gaggle? A gaggle of waifus. A gaggle of waifus. Why is that so perfect? Why is that perfect? A gaggle of waifus. Holy shit. All right. So first up is Birdie in the Shell.
Yes!
Yes! 10 big bison bucks.
Harem.
A harem. A harem, that could be like a group of stables. So if you have multiple stables, there's your harem. But a flock of waifus, a gaggle of waifus is too fucking perfect. So all right, so Birdie in the Shell, waifu number 1 from Master Krakken. Waifu number 2 from Ace of Spades. That's right, Ace of Spades 88 is in the lineup tonight. Waifu number 2. The silhouette, I think, makes this one fairly obvious. Even without the cat ears, there's, you know, we appreciate a good waifu that fails a stealth check. And while pretty much all the waifus around here fail a stealth check, this one fails it in glorious fashion. In fact, you could say she fails it with style, with grace. That's right. The elegance and grace, almost feline, Yeah, there you go. You guys got it. Well, some people are guessing Yanni Neko. And while the cat ears, would work, grace and, grace and poise, not so much. So I'm talking about Catwoman. I'm talking about Julie Newmar.
Bernie!
Squeegee approved. Squeegee approved.
Turn around, let me see the back.
Vinny approved. Julie Newmar Catwoman, the best Catwoman. All right, seriously, I know Michelle Pfeiffer, she's up there, but Julie Newmar, holy guacamole, okay? So Vinny approved, Squeegee approved, Ace of Spades knocking it out of the park here with our...
Turn around, let me see the back.
Catwoman, Julie Newmar Catwoman. Dude, the Adam West Batman, like I remember liking it as a kid, but I also kind of recognized the cheese as a kid, even if I wasn't quite mature enough to appreciate the cheese, you know? But now that it's basically a cheese only diet, you know, like when it comes to the entertainment I consume, it's like dairy only. Now I love the Adam West Batman even more than I did as a kid, and I can appreciate characters like Catwoman far more than I did as a young bacon bit as well. So, of course, Ace of Spades knocking it out of the park here with waifu number 2. All right, waifu number 3. This time from Odacat. We got all the artists here. I hope we can get Master Godai in here. You know, I've got some pinup from him, but I've been trying to keep the waifus relevant to our lineup. So all I really need to do is just put the shows that those characters are from in the lineup so they can be relevant. And then we can get some Godai in here and all the artists in rotation. But this next one here is coming to us from Odacat. And I see a lot of people guessing Lady J. It's not a bad guess. Not a bad guess, but you're missing one little part there of the silhouette that shows that it's not just the short hair. There's actually long hair there. There you go. Jason Long was able to figure it out. That's right. If it weren't for that one bit there, it would totally be a Lady J silhouette. But you can see she does have the ponytail, and the ponytail is over her shoulder, which not only the ponytail would be, sort of a hint, but over the shoulder, there can be only one. And that is Jasmine, or as she is now, probably to her consternation, been given the nickname Come Girl. Maybe Laureline better stop pouting about Lolo. Even if Lolo is French for boobs, even then, Laureline maybe should reconsider and stop pouting, because Jasmine's nickname is Come Girl. So we've got Jasmine from Conan.
This is the place. Time to kick back and relax.
Call her Lolo.
Oh, don't worry. You'll have an opportunity soon enough, okay? Fear not, my friend. You'll have an opportunity soon enough. And thank you, Merrick Hearts. Wait a minute. Did Merrick just take back Stream Boss? Have we been going back and forth between Chester and Merrick? Is there a Stream Boss battle still going on? Whoa, buddy. If that's the case, and I think it is, you've both hit the 200 mark, which means you both get the reward, the prize, the waifu, the prized waifu, regardless. But thank you guys so much, man. You guys are awesome. Hail our stream bosses. Pizza rolls raining and the waifu swanging for our stream bosses. And there you got Jasmine. Now, do you guys recognize the outfit? I know you recognize the waifu, but do you recognize the outfit is actually a reference? We've done this once before. Last time it was Princess Lana who was rocking this outfit, but this is a very specific outfit, a callback to a live action waifu who originally we did Princess Lana because that's who the inspiration was. The waifu actually inspired the design of Princess Lana, but we see now that, well, really, this outfit looks good on any waifu. Any waifu can rock this one. So probably not the last time you're going to be seeing this particular outfit. And you guys know who it's from. That's right, Sabrina Salerno. That's right, our favorite Italian waifu. My goodness. My goodness, inspiration for Princess Lana. Probably some other waifus too. Who knows, man? She looks amazing. She has the mutant ability. See, a lot of people don't realize that Sabrina Salerno was actually part of the X-Men. That's right. She had joined Charles Xavier's School for the Gifted because her mutant power was the ability to defy gravity just in her immediate vicinity. It's not like she could actually do things like Magneto or Graviton or whatever. No telekinesis or anything like that. Really, it was limited to just her immediate vicinity. I'm talking like the shirt on her body. Anything beyond that, it was out of range. But her yams, well, that's attached, and gravity had no effect on those. They were flipping and a-flopping. So, we love Sabrina. We love Sabrina and her gravity-defying yam. She's got a lot of great outfits in her music videos, and of course, this being one of our favorite from the Sexy Girl music video. And we already had Princess Lana rocking it. Now we've got Jasmine rocking it, and of course, we probably won't be the last time that we see this particular outfit. So, courtesy of Odacat, Jasmine as the Sexy Girl, Sabrina Salerno. Let's fucking go. All right, that's waifu number 3. Yeah, waifu number 3. And make sure I'm not losing count this early on. All right, waifu number 4. Who said somebody was like, call her Lolo? Who was it? Somebody sent in a super chat. Was it Merrick? I think it was Merrick. Said, call her Lolo. And I said, well, hold on. You're going to have your opportunity in just a moment. In fact, momentarily, you shall have it. And here it is. It is here right now upon us. Now you can call her Lolo. There you go. So yeah, you guys already know, right? That's right. It's our pouting queen, Laureline, or as we now know, Lolo, which is her nickname, but also French for boobs, which I guess is why she doesn't like her nickname. But too bad, Laureline, because it's fitting. It's fitting. Kind of like this bikini is failing to do. This bikini is not fitting. It's like, holy shit. Buddy! Whoa, buddy.
Turn around. Let me see the back.
Oh, buddy. I need to find, all these clips of Optimus I'm looking for where he's saying nice and all this other stuff, right? Surely, if there's one of him saying boobies, has he said booty before? Because I could splice that up with the amazing so we could have amazing booty. I mean, the Lolo too.
Amazing boobies.
Yeah, you know, he's not wrong. A crime is never wrong. So there you go. We got Lolo, aka Laureline, our pouting queen, toasting you to the weekend. Cheers, bacon ears. You've earned it. It's the weekend. It's here. Ready to go. Ready to sail on into the weekend. Cruise right on in on board the Gyat. There you go. Lolo. All right. Laureline, our pouting queen, courtesy of Odacat, is waifu number 4. Gush, gush. I got to clip that too. There's so many clips I need to get from tonight. And I'm probably going to realize there's more when we watch through the episodes tomorrow morning because they're just chock full of quotes, man. Gush, gush. All right. That is waifu number 4. Now, you guys have been so amazingly generous. And, we've got more to go. We're not even through yet. But, I was thinking in case we get here, let's say we get this far. We got Lolo. Okay. We got our pal queen Laureline. And I was thinking to myself, if we get this far, if we get Lolo, well then bacon ears have earned a bonus. You deserve a bonus. And lo and behold, before we even got to the roundup, you guys already got like beyond, just blasted off beyond the, because I was thinking, okay, it'd be cool if we got to the Laureline here. Oh man, further beyond. Well, good thing I came prepared here tonight. Okay, so don't worry. Last week we ran out. I had to do it live, boot up a few bonus pinups. Well, don't worry. We got them already loaded up. Like I said last time, never underestimate the generosity of the Baconeers. So waifu number 5, and even though you may see 2 waifus on your screen, this is still just number 5, okay? This does not count as 5 and 6. You're getting a bonus waifu. That's right, bonus waifu. So nice, you're going to have to wrangle them twice. They just count as 1, though. That's right, it's the Puma twins, the Puma sisters, Uni Puma and Ani Puma from Dominion Tank Police. One of the greatest anime. Love that anime so much. All-time classic. And I believe it's the most viewed video on my channel. It's not even close. Even though we do have some really impressive Saturday morning lineups out there that have hundreds of thousands of views, they still pale in comparison to Dominion Tank Police, which has like 2 point something million. I don't even know where it's at this point, but I know it's over 2 million views, which is insane. So by far the most viewed video on my channel, and of course, deservedly so, featuring these top tier waifus, the Puma twins, Jerry, twins. Okay. So you've got the, and cat girls. Holy shit, cat girl supremacy. Okay. So you've got twin cat girls here. So courtesy of Master Krakken, rocking some, I don't even know, these outfits look kind of familiar. They make me think like Burn Up Excess. They give me the vibes of like Burn Up Excess, but it's also just
tiny mini skirt.
Orbital Station dress code approved. Tiny mini skirts. Tiny mini skirts. And apparently yams out, you know, what one of the twins, I don't know if it's Ani or Uni, but one of them, she was getting all excited. She heard Optimus Prime was going to be here, and he was a big fan of boobies, you know? So she was just like, well, hey, here you go. I mean, is he here? Is he here? What does he think? What does he think? Well, let's ask.
Amazing. Boobies.
There you go. Optimus approves. Optimus approves. He's a cat girl Autobot. Okay, he's a cat girl bot, a bot of culture, an Autobot of culture. He likes cat girls. Optimus approves. Let's go. So there you go. There you go. We have as a waifu number 5. You actually get a bonus. The Puma twins from Dominion Tank Police, courtesy of Master Krakken. All right, waifu number 6. Also from Master Krakken, and this is also part of the summer of Krakken. In fact, this is, I think, like her 5th appearance. This is the most popular waifu of the summer of Krakken. She is basically the poster girl of the summer of Krakken. I believe this is her 5th appearance, mostly because those first 3 was all trying to get her into her bikini. You know, we had a little bit of a journey trying to get her into her bikini, but you know what? She loved it. Once she finally got it all sorted out and we got her in the bikini, she loved it so much that she has now incorporated it into her regular outfit. You guys know who it is. That's right, Supergirl up in the sky. If we're doing the Australian version, it's a bird. It's a Sheila. It's Supergirl. Let's go. I don't know if anybody caught that, because I saw people making comments on that post that it was like, oh, is it cosplay like Sheila from Dungeons and Dragons? I'm like, no, it's just Supergirl. I was just trying to make an Australian joke. It's a bird. It's a Sheila. But yeah, so we got Supergirl here, courtesy of Master Krakken. And yeah, she's all 3. Yeah, see, there you go. It's all 3, right? And she loved the bikini so much that she has now incorporated it as part of her regular outfit. Just slice the top of her, or I guess it would be the bottom of her top, the top of her top, well, I don't know, whatever. Slice part of her shirt off so that the bikini can be seen at all times. And of course, rocking the tiny mini skirt. That is Orbital Station dress code approved.
Tiny mini skirt!
With the rest of her outfit. She even got a little a Slurpee there. What was the drink? Some Gorzap. Yeah, she got a Gorzap Slurpee. Gorzap Slurpee, rocking the bikini. So like I said, she is basically the poster girl of the summer of Krakken at this point. Supergirl. And probably haven't seen the last of her. At the very least, we have not seen the last of her costume because her fucking costume is awesome. And we're going to see some other waifus wearing that. You know, she's got her bikini. She's happy. She's got her bikini now. She doesn't need her costume. So we're going to see other waifus wearing it very soon. All right. So that was waifu number 6. Waifu number 7. Things are heating up. Things are heating up now with waifu number 7 as we get another Oda Cat pinup here. And this is a first time waifu getting a pinup. We have never got a pinup of her, so she is now joining the Orbital station. So I see a lot of guesses for Starfire, which is a good guess. Next up, this is, I think it might be the first time that this waifu's gotten a pinup, at least as herself. We have had other waifus dressed as her before, but not her herself. So this is a first one. Holy shit. The RK88 is good, man. He knows that hair. He knows that hair. You guys are good. That's right. We've been actually talking about her a lot recently because some of the channel surfing themes just so happened to fit. I don't know how, but you guys made it work. The mascot one too. She's actually an unofficial mascot of the Italian Parliament. And that would be Tifa. Let's go. Yeah, it's Tifa. You guys are right. Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII. And like I said, it was just kind of funny the way you guys were able to work in the particular clips that made her the mascot of the Italian Parliament. So yeah, we've actually been discussing her recently. So yeah, we've got Tifa in a sling bikini. This one, of course, courtesy of Oda Cat. And I believe it's the first time that she herself got the pinup. I'm pretty sure we've seen Princess Peach dressed as Tifa before, possibly other waifus too. I might be forgetting a couple that have also dressed as Tifa, but I know we had was it Peach or Toadstool? Because Toadstool is the one from the cartoon, right? So I think maybe it was Princess Toadstool. Either way, this is the first time Tifa herself gets the pinup. Of course, not even in her default costume, but that's okay. It's summertime still. So we've got the sling bikini here. Yeah, awesome, right? Oh, Vinny? Tell her, Vinny.
Turn around. Let me see the back.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time. All right. So that is waifu number 9. Waifu number 9. Now for waifu number 10, we saved a 10. That's right. We've got a 10 for waifu number 10. And by that, I mean, this is an all-time top tier waifu. One of the all-time greats. A lot of people's number one, or at the very least in a lot of stables. Probably holds like some sort of Guinness World Record for being in the most waifu stables. Definitely a 10. That's right. You guys know who it is. You guys know who it is. The final one, the final waifu is probably a lot of people's first waifu. April O'Neil, and another reference based on things that we've discussed recently on channel surfing. And that would be giant waifus. That's right. We had Attack of the 50-foot waifu, which then started a couple of memes. People were using Photoshop and AI and making Attack of the 50-foot Goldie Gold and Attack of the 50-foot Baroness. And it was, a little bit of a thing for a little while there, where we were all about the giant waifu. I mean, what am I talking about? We're always about the giant waifus. It's not like it ever goes away, but it was, the hype train was rolling for a bit there. And so we had to jump on board, just like we always jump on board the BOOGA train. We had to jump on board the hype train for the giant waifus. And so what would it be like if April O'Neil here, and normally she's got that yellow jumpsuit. Well, if she grows, you can't really tell because we had to shrink her back down to get her on the Gyat yacht. But just imagine if she were 50 foot tall and, basically burst out of that yellow jumpsuit and had to tie it together to make an outfit. There you go. There's your 50-foot April O'Neil. Like I said, had to shrink her down to get her on board the Gyat yacht. We don't want a Titanic incident here, but we do have a Titanic waifu. When I post the full image, I'll make sure to use some sort of perspective, something that gives you the perspective that lets you know she's a giant waifu. Attack of the 50-foot April O'Neil. And a perfect way to end the waifu roundup. Like I said, waifu number 10 is a 10. April O'Neil. Technically 11 if you count the twins as 2 waifus, but that's a bonus for you guys because you guys have been insanely generous once again. Never underestimate the generosity of the Baconeers. Thank you guys so much. Holy shit. Massive support from the Baconeers tonight. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you to everybody for sending in donations over on Stream Elements and on Coffee as well. We've got our stream boss, Merrick Hartz, officially. He's got the title tonight, but I know multiple people. If you've hit the $100 mark, you're getting the waifu pinup of your choice, just like the stream boss. However, when the stream boss is that generous, well, you're getting a couple, okay? You're getting a couple of pinups of your choice. And then, like I said, anybody who's broken the $100 mark, even if you don't have the official stream boss title, you're still getting a waifu pinup of your choice because I really appreciate that much generosity. Holy cow, you guys are amazing. Thank you to everybody for sending in donos tonight. Everybody together combined got us that massive roundup with 10 waifus. That's fucking awesome. Okay. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here. Doesn't even matter if you sent in a donor or not. Your time is valuable and I appreciate you spending it right here with the Baconeers and Baconettes. You guys are awesome. I hope that you're having a good start to your weekend now, especially after such a brutal week. And we've got Saturday morning cartoons tomorrow, the anime Grindhouse tomorrow night. I should be able to get a gaming stream in before the Grindhouse as well. And then, of course, in the Discord, we've got a movie firing up as soon as this stream is over. And we've got cartoons in the afternoon after the morning is done tomorrow. And then Toku Sunday, if you're a fan of Tokusatsu, Godzilla, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, things like that. All day long Sunday from noon to midnight, a full 12-hour marathon of various tokusatsu. It's become a lot of people's favorite day of the week. It's up there for me. It's tough. It's tough, you know. It's up there, but yeah, I'm loving it. I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully I will see you guys there for that. In case I don't, though, in case you're busy and I don't see you for the rest of the weekend, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, okay? Because you guys have all been awesome here tonight. And I want you to stay awesome, stay based. God bless you all. Let me leave you now with a moment of Zook.
Well, seems fairly obvious. Ooh, wait a minute. The words. Right. Say the words. Klaatu, Verada,
Okay, then. That's it.
Hey, wait a minute. Everything's cool. I said the word. I did. No. Wait.
He said the word, so he said it. He did. Maybe flubbed it a little on that last one. All right, guys, that's the show tonight. Until next time, remember.
Until all is one.
Yes, until all is one.
Thank you for visiting me. It's been real.
Tomorrow.
Goodbye, Nega Ninjas.
She's simply awesome.
get so excited just from her perfume.